Hello. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. I just narrowly avoided burning my tongue on an apple Danish. How's your day going? Hopefully better. But it's fine. My mouth is fine. Close call, yeah, I know, right? Went to Sainsbury's for some croissants and the apple Danishes looked especially good. Hello! Good to see you all. Hope you're well. Hope you're staying safe out there. Today, Danishes are good hot. They are, yeah. They used to do these really good ones at the co-op, which were just like a normal apple Danish, just like, you know, pastry, puff pastry, I presume. Don't really know pastry all that well. Lamination. I've learned that from watching Bake Off. And just like a little bit of the kind of apple stew kind of stuff, very sugary, and then a layer of icing on top, like iced bun style icing. Oh, they were awful. Like, I mean, they were great, but they were bad for you. So I ate too many of them, but the Sainsbury's ones are a bit more restrained, so I feel slightly better. Hi! It's a stream. We're going to be doing a bit of cleanup in the survival guide world for the Iron Farm episode, which is coming out tomorrow. And then we're probably going to switch to Minecraft Bingo after that, because I don't really want to make too much more progress in survival guide before I record Tuesday's episode. And then we'll see where we go from there. But I've got a bunch of stuff coming up this week that I think, yeah, this will be fun to do, but I don't have like off-camera work to do for it yet, if you know what I mean. I need to do like a few more bits and pieces. You get cook-at-home croissants, which are great. Oh, sounds good. Sylvester, I watched Bruno's stream up until his last run, and then I had to go, and then he got his PB. So naturally, that's why I'm playing more bingo today. We'll see. But yeah, no, Bruno did well. Unfortunately, his VOD is also muted up until the section where he actually gets the win. So yeah, kind of a shame that, but hopefully that's either going to get resolved, or you know, he'll just keep posting good times, and fair play to him for doing that. Right, let's get into it. Let's briefly log into... Oh, hello. There we go. Survival Guide World. And yes, as you can see, there's an iron farm up here. I may have broken a part of it just now because I came up with a better way of doing it. So that trapdoor is just going to be up there despawning, which is fine because I'd rather have that happen than end up scaffolding up there and spawning an iron golem next to my zombie. So we will see. Maybe last week you watched the stream, someone told you about the new Survival Guide season, watched every single episode up until now and loving it. Kind of miss binging it now, I have to wait for new episodes. Yeah, that's the thing, because I didn't want everyone to have to watch all of the... my sim distance is still really far down, which isn't going to affect the Iron Farm, but will affect other things. I didn't want people to have to watch all of the old episodes of Survival Guide, so I was like, how about I make a new season? That's it's going well so far. Yes, I built the iron farm already. I figured after we'd done like technical farms and after we'd done a week of villagers, I figured we'd build an iron farm. Because honestly, having an iron farm now means we can get into stuff like also auto-sorted storage without having to worry about crafting a ton of hoppers. There's like a bunch of other stuff, but it was villager week last week and now it is other things. I don't have like a theme in mind for this week. It's probably just going to be like iron week. Because one of the things I want to do, I've talked about this already, so it's not really a spoiler, but for Tuesday's episode, I'm going to race the iron farm to see who can get more iron. Because I found one of those huge iron veins on a previous stream, so we're probably going to do an episode on Tuesday where I time how long it takes me to mine out a bunch of that huge iron vein, and I compare that to the output of the iron farm. And obviously the point is going to be to make sure the iron farm does stuff passively in the background while we do literally anything else. We're still going to be farming iron. So ultimately the iron farm is a good thing to have, but it's also kind of nice to be able to compare the two and say, like, look, with this update, you can go out and farm iron from the surroundings, and if you get lucky and you find a good vein, then it's going to be, like, potentially more beneficial in the short term for you to go out and get the iron wherever you can find it, right? This is kind of utility barrel now, you might have noticed, so I'm just going to leave that in there for the minute. What is the use of simulation distance? Simulation distance basically controls how far away AI is active and So for example, right, if I come out here, there is a sheep over on the hillside somewhere over there, which I'll see if I can spot with my spyglass, or I could just use the farm down here. That might be slightly simpler. But if I climb this hill, we'll be able to notice the effect it has on mob AI, because right now these mobs are just kind of, they're milling around, you know, they're doing the thing. They're just kind of chilling in their pen. And then if I get further away from them, in a spot where I can still see them, which is going to be difficult because this is a dense forest, but if I get up into the trees or something here, yeah, this looks about right. If I can still get a line of sight on that farm, I can't. Okay, good. Maybe I'll find another animal that I can show you guys, but yeah, effectively what happens is anything that is outside of the range of your simulation distance gets suspended, and so it stops ticking. So AI is one of the things that is the most CPU intensive in Minecraft, and it effectively allows you to not have to worry about that stuff, which can be a load off your performance if you are having performance issues in Minecraft. The exception to that, of course, here's the hillside with the sheep. See this sheep over here? Right now it ain't moving. And there you go. No, it moved. It turned around a little bit. And if we got within range, if we got within 32 blocks of that sheep, then its pathfinding AI would start to kick in. It would start to, like, chew the grass and walk around on this hillside, right? But you'll notice it's still turning in place. If we go to our simulation distance settings and turn that all the way down, and then we quit out again, that sheep is not moving. That sheep is not going to turn around now. That sheep is not even going to consider turning around. The AI is just frozen. And it means that you don't have to have animals taking up, like, what would you call it? Like, processing in the background. See that donkey up there? Completely frozen donkey, right? Didn't realize that's a meadow, by the way. That's cool. Didn't realize we had a meadow biome right there. So yeah, like that, it basically disables AI outside of the range of your simulation distance, which means that stuff doesn't happen, except in the spawn chunks, where, as you can see, an iron golem is still on fire. So the spawn chunks is an interesting exception to that, and was kind of the case with the older rules of Java Edition before simulation distance was implemented, because it's been a thing on Bedrock for a while, but was only just added to Java, where basically anything within your render distance was also within your simulation distance. It was, you know, effectively the same setting. But Java has split the two for Bedrock Edition parity, but also for a little bit of performance stability for 118. How large are the spawn chunks? It depends what you want to do with them, because it's a 19 by 19 area for everything. It's a 21 by 21 area for entity ticking, and it's a 23 by 23 area for the block ticking boundary, and then everything outside of that. That's 23 by 23 chunks, by the way, not blocks. So basically we've built this iron farm really close to my spawn point. Like, that block there is the spawn point for the world. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But right now the iron farm is going spectacularly well. Thanks for asking. What am I going to do for the next episode? Build that, actually. Which involved curing 2 zombie villagers that were spawned around here, capturing a zombie, transporting them up here with water columns. There's a lot of technical stuff in that episode, but it's good. Do I ever have thoughts of doing hardcore? I did a very short-lived hardcore series in 1.17, and I didn't like it, so I do not anymore have any thoughts of doing hardcore. Except when people invite me to do stuff like Don't Die, which is a very fun series to do, but is not something that we do all that often, which is how come I do it in the first place. But no, not interested in doing hardcore, especially not for the survival guide. Because, frankly, I like keeping a world for a long time. Anyway, the thing we're going to do with... Well, I'm talking about cleaning up the area around there. What I actually want to do is decorate. And so I want to throw in a little bit of... Where do we have the... Do we not have any basalt yet? I swear I had some basalt somewhere. Oh, there's tarf. I guess we can use tarf, actually. And I might go and get some smooth basalt from around, like, a geode or something. Do that later. But I want to do a bit of a... like an aesthetic thing around here. I want to build like a little crater around the outside of this, basically. Because right now it's just a tray, and I don't really like leaving things that look that mechanical. Even though it's a farm, you know? Like this, for example. Like around there. I at least want that to be covered up by something. When will I kill the dragon? In the previous survival guide, I did it quite early in the series. I know, that's because there was basically very little to do in the overworld until you had got that stuff taken care of in older versions. Whereas now, there's a whole lot of stuff you can do in the overworld. So these folks should be able to get in their beds, which, yep, they are definitely trying to do. The farmer is doing that. Perfect. Is that a wandering trader? It is. In your new world, you just came across a zombie spawner and a skeleton spawner. You should be able to combine once you find an ocean and learn how to water stream. Yeah, it's a very useful skill. Very, very useful skill to have. So I want to do kind of like a jagged pattern around the outside of this. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe throw a bit of tuff in here as well. The only reason to get yourself an iron farm is that you can work on heavy projects. What's the point of doing that if we don't have elytra and shulkers? I mean, auto-sorted storage is an option. Like, it's kind of nice to be able to set up storage for a bunch of things before you have elytra. Like, there is a whole bunch of stuff you can do in the overworld, and some people honestly don't like going to the end and fighting the dragon. So I want to make sure that at least some of those people are catered for by the episodes that I'm doing now. We can do some deep slate slabs as well, can't we? Hello, what have you got? Come back here, you. He's absolutely going to lead his llamas into the iron farm. It's going to be hilarious. I'm just going to end up with 2 leads in there. He's not selling anything super useful, though. I would buy lily pads, but you get those from fishing, so not the most essential thing in the world. I thought that was genuinely the wandering trader for a second. I was about to laugh at him. Think a dark room mob spawner is a good idea? Yes, definitely. They're honestly better than finding mob spawner cages, unless you're on a server, because if you have the mob cap to yourself, then you can generate a lot more mobs than a spawner will. But yeah, if you're in a single player world, I definitely recommend getting a dark room set up. If you know what one is, then good, because the only reason I haven't done something like that more immediately in the survival guide is I'm trying to ease people into some of these mechanics, and obviously it takes a little bit of introductory talk before we start talking about making multi-platform mob spawners. Would auto zombie spawners for iron be better than an iron farm? Absolutely not. No comparison. Like, an iron farm creates 5 iron every 30 seconds. Or I mean, potentially. In reality, the iron golems won't always make that much, but, like, yeah, an iron farm can produce way more than zombies will, because it's a rare drop from zombies. You'll also get carrots and potatoes, and most of what you get from zombies is rotten flesh, so there's absolutely no comparison between iron drops and an iron farm. Like, I think maybe you might get close if you had reinforcement mechanics in play, but even then... What day is it in the survival guide world? I have no idea. 367, I guess. Like, I'm not keeping track of any of this by in-game days, so it really doesn't matter. Like, I know why people are obsessed with in-game days now, but I've never really seen the point in counting things that way. Let's put that there, actually, just for a bit of height difference.
Well, that's just prime.
Obviously, we can't do anything with the corners here because that's where the water streams are coming from, but I want this to feel almost like a crater, like a meteor has hit or something, and it's just gone poof. But then it's all down to the hole in the center where the iron golems are falling in. Are the blocks surrounding the farm just for aesthetics? Yeah, they don't have anything to do with the function of the farm at all. It's just for not necessarily even blending it into the scenery, but making it stick out in a way that isn't just like, oh, this is a flat tray where the iron golems fall. Like, I want to do something a little bit different, a little bit more interesting. Alright, let's catch up with the hype train because it's already rolling. Pemley Stolwog, thank you for 8 months. Aussie Cat with 100 bits. Nixcraft with the 200, thank you. Bimunculus with the 7 months. And True Purple with 35 months supporting the channel. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the resub. Hope all is well with you. I keep walking back over this tiny little, like, dip there. May have lost something, but why is he always spawning into the water and not into the grass that's really near the potential spawn area? Because they're falling from up there. The iron golems drop off the platform up there. That's where the villagers are. So the spawning side of things doesn't have anything really to do with it. Dogman Jack, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Fazoo with 100 bits. Season 2 hype. Iron golems don't take full damage, no. So the fall doesn't matter. What matters is getting them out of the area where the villagers are as fast as possible. Because the villagers have basically a 30-second cooldown on spawning an iron golem. And they will check for an iron golem in their vicinity every 10 seconds after that. So in theory, like, getting them out of there as fast as possible isn't the biggest concern, but we don't want a golem to, like, get stuck up there or anything, so. How is the water stream like that? Water physics. It's weird. Basically, because it's trying to flush into the center there, because it's water just trying to find the closest, you know, downward dip that it can fall into. But honestly, like, these water streams, like, they form like this. Like, it's regardless of the shape of this here, these never connect if you place these in the corners at the same time, but it flows directly to the edge of the hole. It's weird. Like, Minecraft water is just odd like that. But yeah, welcome to Minecraft water physics. They are bizarre and wacky at the best of times. How much iron per hour does this farm produce? I don't know. An iron golem every 30 seconds. But I haven't benchmarked it or anything. I'm not that guy. I don't tend to worry so much about, like, directly what the performance is of farms like this. Like, I'm not that much of a tech guy, really. I just like building farms that work for me in survival. And that's where our little trapdoor is, so it makes sense for that to be there. But we've got 2 stacks, and I emptied it basically before I started the stream, so it's done that in about 20 minutes. So we want that to be level with the surface, just so we can see where we're going. We'll put some, like, some other bits and pieces around this as well. I think we'll put, like, bushes and stuff, maybe. Do I usually stream on Sundays? I stream every other Sunday because most Sundays I have free time, but alternating Sundays I stream Dungeons & Dragons with this other group on Twitch, so if you want to check that out, twitch.tv/8bit_community. We had a stream last week, so this week is clear for me, but yeah, I will occasionally be hanging out with them instead of doing my usual Sunday streams. The main purpose of having a perimeter around here is just to make it look nice, because this really isn't going to stop other mobs wandering in here. They might avoid walking over the slabs, maybe. MC Bella, thank you for the 195 bits. U of M gifting a sub. Tricia with the 500 bits, and Mr. Kitty gifting a sub as well. Thank you very much. 30 seconds left on the hype train, folks, if you want to get some subs or cheers or anything like that in, make sure you do it now. Should we take the villagers back to base? Do whatever you want with the villagers. Like, I'm not here to tell you what you want to do with your villagers. Gingeru gifting a sub, and Tava with the 200 bits. Not quite enough to save the hype train, unfortunately, but there it goes. Thank you all for the support anyway, it means a lot. Hype train or no hype train, I really appreciate it. I say this is cleanup, but this is actually just a decorative stream. Did you miss the Iron Farm episode? No, it's going to be out tomorrow. Spoilers. Why not put some magma blocks for the crater aesthetic? I don't have a lot of magma blocks yet, but I will find some. That might also dissuade mobs from coming too close to the Iron Farm, actually. I keep breaking this crafting table, but I keep needing it again. Do I intend on making a drowned copper farm with the new drop rates or just mining with Fortune 3? Honestly, I have so much copper, I can't ever foresee needing more of it. So right now I'm not at all interested in farming copper. Like, I can just go to a dripstone cave. Like, I found a dripstone cave the other day that people pointed out when I was in the abandoned mine shaft that was off to one side of it. It seemed to also have a copper vein in it, like a huge copper vein, so chances are there would be more copper there than I would ever rationally want. I mean, if you're building a life-size Statue of Liberty in your server, then maybe you'd want to farm copper that way, but like on a multiplayer server, it makes a lot more sense than in a single-player world. We might get there eventually, because the goal of this series is to just do everything it's possible to do in Minecraft within reason. So we might end up going there, but it'll be a while before we do anyway. Music so far this stream is so cozy. That's Pretzel's Chill playlist. Drown did used to drop gold. They did, yes, but then copper was invented. You know, when Mojang invented copper. How many deaths? None. No deaths in this world yet. But then I've only just changed the difficulty to hard, so we're playing on hard for the foreseeable future. Unless there is a reason to change it back, but why did they, though? They broke gold farms? No, they didn't. Everyone uses zombie pigmen to farm gold. Like, drowned-based gold farms weren't even a thing because there were other better ways of farming gold already. Copper is the first modded thing added to vanilla since horses. I mean, the thing about horses really was that they used a... like, they used the code by a specific mod creator, like the guy who did Mo Creatures. So, I feel like copper is kind of more its own thing. But I can think of many, many things that they've probably had. Like, I'm sure people came up with ideas that are pretty similar to things like, you know, husks, right? Like, a few zombie variants. Is there a diamond farm in Minecraft? Not really, because there isn't a renewable way of getting diamonds, but there is a renewable way of getting all diamond equipment, which is through trading with villagers. So if you want to effectively farm diamonds, you can just trade with blacksmiths, and the only thing you would get diamonds for the rest of the time would be diamond blocks, enchanting tables, and jukeboxes. Is fire spread off? No, it is not. Imagine if you could smelt tools to get diamonds. It'd be pretty intense. Considering that the other things, when you smelt them down, only give you a nugget, you'd have to invent, like, diamond pieces that you combine or something. Beta's missing, thank you for the 7 months, and Sam Garofalo with the 15. Appreciate you both. Thank you, thank you. Like, when we end up doing it, when we end up mining all of the iron that I'm going to mine in Tuesday's episode, I think what we're probably going to do is we'll have this area around here. That already looks so much cooler to me. Like, it's very rudimentary right now, but, like, I like the idea of having this sort of a basin of rock. But I want to have some raw iron blocks mixed into that, because we'll get a load of raw iron from fortuning out that huge vein, but then we won't need to smelt it because we have an iron farm. And so the whole purpose of mining out the huge vein becomes about getting raw iron instead of getting iron ingots. And then we could mix in some raw iron blocks into this, and it'd look like rock, but it's also kind of related to the fact that it's an iron farm, and I kind of like that idea. How do I have my storage organized? I mean, it's into various chests because we're just sorting things for early game right now, but it's like stone, wood, decorative stone, overstock for wood logs, nether stuff, organic stuff, just like loose categories for the moment. And we'll get onto auto-sorted storage a little bit later, which will probably codify a little bit more about how we end up storing some of this stuff. So we'll do something like this. I saw him bobbing up and down over there. I was like, is he getting in the farm again? Liara gifting a sub to Dr. 83, adopting a fellow mod. Thank you very much, Liara. Do I usually build with ore blocks? I mean, ore blocks have only been a thing since 1.17, and I haven't built much with them, but I did end up building the salmon statue that became a cod statue on Empires, using raw copper blocks and then raw iron blocks. Because, like, except for, like, storage, the only reason for those raw blocks to exist is for you to build something out of them. Like, storage is one thing. Like, going caving and being able to compress it all down into raw blocks of various types is a good thing, but it's also, like, you can't really do much else with them. You can't then smelt them into full blocks of iron, for example. So I think it's actually a good idea to find other uses for them and end up building some stuff. I think it'd be kind of fun. What else do I have planned for this week? So we've got the Iron Farm episode tomorrow. The episode after that is going to be racing the Iron Farm to see who can produce more iron. This or me fortuning a huge vein of iron. Spoiler alert, probably going to be in my favor. But we'll also talk about raw iron and what we can ultimately build with that. After that, we're going to look at bees, because we haven't really touched on beekeeping yet, and we need wax because this is fast aging into a good-looking roof, finally. And then after that, we'll probably look at a bit more automation stuff, maybe storage filters, maybe, yeah, like long-term item storage. We might end up going somewhere to start a new base, because I found that dripstone cave in the one episode while we were over at the village, and I really want to do something with that, so maybe we can go and look at potential base locations. I haven't been to a mountain yet, really. Like, there's a couple of mountain-ish biomes, but I haven't seen, like, a snowy peaks or anything. I haven't seen anywhere that we can get emerald ore from, so I might want to go looking for a mountain. I want to do some more exploring, definitely, because 1.18 really is the update for that. And we'll see what happens after that, really. But those are some rough ideas. The schedule may vary throughout the week, but I feel like that's going to be a good slate to start with, you know? Groves are amazing. I do like groves, yeah. I want to see powdered snow, because I've never actually seen that in survival beyond just, like, test worlds and stuff. The test world where I built this iron farm at spawn, just to make sure that it worked, was basically it spawned me in powder snow. Like, it was a bad spawn, but a funny one. And so, yeah, I'm potentially going to look for something that can give us some powder snow that we can talk about, or just go up a mountain and start farming it from cauldrons. But I like to find stuff naturally in the world before we really find it in a way that we farm. Excuse me, just going to grab that. Don't want to waste too many blocks here. I think we've already destroyed a lot of them. But let's do this bit here with the tough instead, like so. And that's more or less where we're at with this. It looks very rough for the moment, but it's going to improve over time. Like I said, we'll put some more naturalized stuff into it. We might put some magma blocks in. We'll put some iron ore blocks in, because that'll be really fun. Yeah, basalt once we get it, but I haven't really found a basalt delta. Or I have, but I don't really want to go looking around too much more of the nether yet. And the basalt delta I found, I had to ride a strider to get to it. So this has been going really well, though. Like, I'm very happy with the farm design. It's obviously based on mechanics that were well known in the community already, but there's a couple of nuances of this farm that I put together myself that I really like. And it's already produced like 3 stacks of iron so far, so that's great. We will want to compost the poppies eventually, but again, I'm going to get into storage filters at some stage, and now we have enough iron, we can make a lot of hoppers, so... Why am I using the golden carrot? Golden carrots give you the highest saturation of any stackable food source, so basically it means you don't have to eat as much because they keep you full for longer. And I don't need a food that optimizes, like, hunger, like, that gives me the most hunger for a stackable food, like steak, because most of the time when my hunger gets down below 2 shanks, I eat. And in that case, it's not really super necessary to eat something that fills a lot of hunger back up, you know? There we go, got a stack of iron blocks. Exciting. Stack and a half in a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, 1 iron golem every 30 seconds. Which is pretty much the fastest that a single cell iron farm can go without exploiting a lot of stuff. Have I found ice spikes or frozen ocean? I don't think I have found either. I might have found a frozen ocean and just not really bothered with it all that much. Is that also true on Bedrock about golden carrots? Bedrock hunger works differently. Saturation is not really as much of a concern as it is on Java, because health regen works differently. But yeah, on Bedrock you basically have to eat all the time, so it's a different situation on Bedrock compared to Java. But hey, there's our iron farm cleanup done. I like the look of that. I think it looks kind of odd for this area, but like I said, the goal with this area in particular is for it to be very, like, throw ideas at the wall, kind of Minecraft base. Like, it's not got a specific theme, it's not going to be a specific build style everywhere. We're just going to build whatever we want here. And then from that point on, we're going to be working on thematic areas in different biomes. Saturation is bugged on Bedrock, you lose health twice as fast. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Am I going to build more iron farms above the current one? Not above, because above raises a problem with villager mechanics. Because each time these villagers see an iron golem, they think, oh, okay, there's an iron golem around here, I don't need to worry about spawning another one. And that will be the case for iron golems that fall past them. So it's actually much more effective to space your iron farms out over a wide area. They'll check within a 16 by 16 by 16... I mean, like a 32 by 32 by 32 area, a 16 block radius for other iron golems. So right now they're falling into that pit down there so that the villagers don't still see them after this. And they do that check every 30 seconds. Or rather, they spawn a golem every 30 seconds and then they check for other golems every 10 seconds after that 30 seconds is up. And so if another golem falls past them, then this set of villagers might choose not to spawn a golem on that cycle. Yeah, that's the reason for that. So if we were going to expand this into more cells of Iron Farm, we would probably end up just putting another set of villagers over there opposite the zombie, or doing another iron farm like this, like a few blocks away in a different direction. But it'd have to be outside of the radius in which the villagers would see another iron golem spawned by a different set of villagers, if that makes sense. I'll explain in tomorrow's episode why I have a composter in the farm. It's actually pretty simple. It helps the villagers keep panicking. But with the other thing I did in this farm, which is put a flower pot there, you'll see more about this in tomorrow's episode on YouTube. But it's basically to make sure that the villagers don't get stuck in an area where they can't see the zombie during the day, because one of the villagers will walk over to that workstation and try and work, and then it steps out into an area where it can see the zombie. Because they have to have some place where they can't see the zombie in order to sleep for the night, so that they fulfill the sleep condition for spawning iron golems. Have I completely abandoned the original village? No, I'll go back there and trade them some of the iron I get from this iron farm. I don't have any other villages around here, it's just these ones. Will I do another cake ladder but higher? I mean, I don't know about higher. I'll probably do another cake ladder just because it's funny. Want to make a gold XP farm, which design should you use? There are a lot of good ones. I'm actually out of the loop on gold farms. I do recommend the Ilmango Snow Crash Donut Farm, but there are a couple of other ones designed by other people that are pretty effective. If you look at what Doc M did on the most recent season of Hermitcraft with spawning piglins through portals to get gold, that was pretty effective. Does require you to have 2 accounts in the same world, so it might be something for multiplayer servers only, unless you feel like logging in with a spectator account. Mr. Badger Seth, Thrice Nerd and 3. Thank you so much. Thrice Nerd and 1, technically, right? I don't know. 33 months anyway. Thank you very much. Thrice Nerd would be 36. I don't know. You confused me now, Seth. Which is probably your intent all along. You crafty devil. Slabs? Yeah, let's put those there. Let's put tough with the decorative stone, where it belongs. We'll put our stone bricks in here, I guess. This is all just, like, a mess right now. It's not very organised. How are we doing? 45 minutes in. We might switch to bingo in a bit. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to do in the meantime beyond just sit here and marvel at the fact that I made a functioning iron farm first try. Top 3 building tips. Bushes, bookshelves, and something else beginning with B. I'm not sure. But honestly, if you want to do interiors, bookshelves are such a high detail texture that they really add stuff to interiors. Build a library somewhere. Bushes are good for exterior detail because they add a little bit of depth and transparency and stuff, whilst also making a build look a little bit more natural. And I don't know what the other thing beginning with B is, but probably bees, because they add life. What is the most efficient iron farm I would recommend? Nembon has a really good farm design that cycles a zombie in a minecart between 4 cells of villagers, and it basically produces iron golems as frequently as villagers are able to, which is very good. It's like 1 every 5 seconds, basically. Shiny Stuffs, thank you for the 13 months. Nerd plus 1. And Acromion, thank you for the 18 months of Prime. Appreciate that. Do I think iron farms are overpowered? Absolutely not. I think they're now better balanced with mining, because mining has been incredibly buffed in 1.18. What are the chances of building a general mob farm soon? Probably not for a while. I don't want to build a general mob farm until we've got Elytra, because you need to build them in the sky pretty high up to make sure you can avoid other mob spawns, or you build them at ground level and you AFK high up. Either way, I don't really like climbing scaffolding for 120 blocks, so I think we'll probably end up building a general mob farm after I've been to the end. Also, it means you get shulker boxes to move the drops around, because those things produce a lot of drops. Rukov with 100 bits, thank you very much. What are my thoughts on the reports that I'm an outstanding gentleman and inspiration to many? Falsified, lies, slander. No, I'm kidding. Lies, deception. I appreciate that, thank you. I'm trying to get better at taking compliments, so thanks. There we go, very British. How come my Minecraft looks better than yours even though you use the same settings as me? You probably don't use the same settings as me because there's a lot of settings. But my Minecraft probably looks slightly better than yours because, I don't know, I'm streaming it in a high resolution and some sort of, like, weird bias because I do this on Twitch, I guess? I don't know. I don't use any texture packs aside from right now I'm using lower shield because I keep forgetting to remove it. Anonymous gifting a sub to Rukov. Thank you very much. Very sweet of you. Do I plan to get to the end city before beating the Ender Dragon? No, not this time. Not this time. I plan on doing it the old-fashioned way because honestly, like, it's fun that you can bridge the void to get to the end cities, but no, I plan on fighting the dragon straight up the first time. I'm very much about the intended experience with survival guides, so I want to make sure I show people the dragon fight before I'm like, oh hey, you can actually use a slime block flying machine or whatever, right? I want to do something a little more traditional. No heists this time, no. It's more fun having a heist with other people. I don't have any more sand. I really need to find a desert, chat. I feel like that's the main problem with this world right now is I've not found a desert. Rory the Tuxedo Cat says, hello. Hello, Rory. Lovely to have you with us. This is going to look really weird, but I'm annoyed by this hole, so we're going to fill it in with dirt. There, nobody will know the difference. Not perfect, but good enough. And then a creeper blew up here because I was running past all of the mobs to get to my house, and a skeleton shot the creeper, and then the creeper decided to blow the skeleton up. I had nothing to do with this. I think deserts are really rare in Minecraft 1.18. I don't think so. I think you just have to get lucky with seeds, and biomes are twice as large as they used to be. I think that's the main thing. It's just the size of biomes is different. Missing villagers flashback? And the villagers aren't a problem around here, at least. I sometimes don't like filling in holes like that because I feel like they give the world a bit more character, but honestly, those are just getting in the way. Honest tip, don't live in a desert biome or an ice biome, right? Imagine living in a desert. What kind of fool would do that? Good, okay, cool. Are you planning on a villager hall / house? Them roaming free makes you nervous. Honestly, if them roaming free is a problem, just sleep frequently. But yeah, I know I had a couple of issues with them drowning, so that was not the best example. I will build a villager trading hall eventually, but like I said, I kind of prefer a more intended mechanics approach to the start of this series, so we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in the way that Mojang seems to intend. Which obviously with villager mechanics, it's kind of difficult to imagine what they intend, except villagers won't refresh their trades unless they can walk away from their workstation and come back. So clearly what is intended in villages is for them to have a little bit of room to wander around, which is why the trapdoor trick works, because they think they can pathfind away from their workstation blocks and they can't. So I'm trying to work with a more organic structure for a village first, and then when we come back to do villages, we talk about a jungle village or a swamp village somewhere else. Then potentially we'll be able to do some fun stuff with village shape and stuff. There it is. There's our iron farm. And I could put a banner in there that says iron farm or something, but then you wouldn't be able to see it on the map because it would cover up the entire thing the way the starter house one does. That's why I haven't been labeling everything else. But hey, we have another thing built around spawn. That's kind of exciting, right? Iron Farm B, something like that. Yeah, that's the plan for this week, yeah. How much FPS do I get usually? I have it capped at 150 because there's no point in going higher than that. My monitor only refreshes at 60 Hz because it's a low-end 4K panel, so I don't see the point in having it uncapped. But I still get up to 150 FPS most of the time. I'm on a 16-chunk render distance, though. You know, might be able to boost that if I wanted to, but I actually like 16 chunks as a render distance. I don't really feel like changing it. Got a stack and a half of iron. That's pretty good. How many times have I died so far? None. I can show you the stats, actually, if we go down here. Time played and time since last death are the same number because number of deaths, 0. Plant spotted, 9. My PC is probably enchanted with Blast Protection 3. I think so. I think so. Although it's probably fire resistance because it is water cooled. Only 9? Yeah, I haven't really done much with plant pots. I put down a plant pot recently, but I didn't put anything in it. What render distance did I use before? 118? Still 16 chunks. If anything, I might have used less if I was playing on a server. But for the old survival guide, I'm pretty sure we had like between 12 and 16 on my older hardware. Did I trade the Woodland Mansion map from the village? No, we'll go back and do that another time when I'm ready to talk about it. Have I finished the farm? The farm was finished in an episode. I finished decorating the farm, which is this. And then the farm is that. And it seems to be working pretty well, so that's good. Yeah, the fish house is going well. The fisherman's house is looking a little bit more weathered these days. I cannot wait for it to get fully oxidized, but hopefully that'll happen this week and I'll talk about bees. I need to put this lightning rod away, and then I think we're probably going to play some Minecraft Bingo, because I didn't really have much else I wanted to do in the survival guide between episodes. But Minecraft Bingo is fun, and Bruno has a better time than me now, so... Do I plan on building a mob switch soon? No, I won't do a mob switch for a while in this world, because, again, intended experience. Like, the mob switch, now that I know how to do it, and I know it's relatively easy, would just be, like, grind to get enough villagers to do it, but I don't plan on using a mob switch for a long time. Can I suggest a nice design for an easy raid farm? There's a couple out there, I forget exactly who originated them, so I don't know. I will be building a raid farm of my own design at some point later in this series, but it's not going to be necessarily easy or the best thing you could possibly do, but that's not really what I aim for. This should also have produced a bit more sugarcane now. It has, wonderful. Okay, good. Because this isn't in the spawn chunks, and obviously, like, I mean, maybe it is. It's probably close enough, but when we're not around it, it's not going to generate any sugarcane, so... I've been away from the house all week working with villagers, so we haven't really seen anything grow in there. You should just set up a sugarcane farm wherever you go, as a rule, generally. Yeah, let's go play some bingo. I'm going to change the stream title. Logical Geek Boy has a good raid farm? Yeah, there you go. Minecraft bingo. Aiming for sub 30 blackouts. Bingo V5 by 9. Einser. Minecraft 1.16.5. There we go. So yeah, we have to play this in 1.16.5 because that's the earliest, the most recent version this data pack is available for. So we're going to be seeing a lot of iron ore blocks, which is going to be strange. The Vixen, thank you for the 35 months. Welcome back. Good to see you. Herbert Nimble, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Long beard now. I know it's getting there. It's getting there. I do need to trim my mustache back at least. It keeps getting in the tea. And R. Thomas with 100 bits. How many blocks away from shore over an ocean should you build a mob farm to maximize spawn rates? If you want maximized spawn rates, build it as low to the ground as possible and AFK above it. But, like, how many blocks away? Just make sure that nothing is going to spawn in a radius around it, right? Which is easier to do because the radius is actually spherical. Like, the spawning radiuses are radii are spherical around the players, so you can stand above something and things at a diagonal to you won't necessarily spawn if they're at the same ground level as the stuff directly below you. It's difficult to explain that stuff verbally, which is why visual stuff really helps for that side of things. Chancey RN, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Folks in the chat who just got gifted a sub, make sure you thank these very generous sub gifters for your brand new subs to the channel. All right. Once Minecraft hooks back in, there we go. We're in the bingo world. And this looks like a terrible card. U of M knows what's up already. Whenever we generate a random card, I'm going to ask people to spam numbers in the chat so we can pick a number at random and generate a random card by clicking this. Since U of M was quick off the mark, we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going with this. We've got to get an enchanted book and a cake, so we're already not off to a great start here. Iron block as well. All of the stuff that takes a while to get. But we'll see how we do. This is a pretty varied card. We've got a slime ball on there as well. Yeah, this one's going to be rough. But we'll see what we do. Axionym, thank you for the 500 party bits. Hope you're having a party. Love that metric for beard trimming length from mustache to T. I mean, it's the way it goes. Yeah, this wasn't great luck, but I'm going to give it my best try. Sometimes you get really good spawns. Sometimes I'll dig down, immediately find a dungeon, get the enchanted book. There'll be enough wheat in there for the hay bale, bit of redstone to get us started, that kind of thing. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes there's a village. Glazed pink terracotta. Not as difficult as you might think, depending on where we spawn. Mushroom Island when we don't need mushroom stew. Thanks very much for that. Okay, we've got a little bit of stuff in the area, but not seeing any ruin portals or shipwrecks. I could, in theory, up my render distance here, which might help a little. If we push it to 20. I don't want to tax things too much, obviously. There is a ruin portal over there. But I'm trying to think what that actually gets us. That might be a shipwreck, or it might be another coral formation. Either way, we need a spruce sapling, so we're in the right biome for that. So yeah, to explain bingo for people who are unfamiliar, basically it's a timed challenge where we try and get all 25 items on this card as fast as possible. So the card is down there in the lower left. You start with nothing, you get teleported out millions of blocks in a Minecraft world with small biomes and increased dungeons, so there's a higher chance of finding dungeons in this environment, which is good because some of the stuff we need is going to be acquired fastest as dungeon loot. Looking at you, enchanted book. So we're going to start getting our stone tools together. It's basically a speed run to get all of these items as fast as possible. We could probably be better about getting kitted up here. And so far, my best time is 29 minutes and 6 seconds, but not with this set of items. So the items are randomized each time, as you saw from what we just did with the bingo card back there. I might get a little bit more cobblestone, actually, just so I can make another furnace. It's always good to start with 2 furnaces, and then we get a stone axe. We get another one of these. We make a stone shovel, and we're probably good for now. Then we use the dirt to get back up to the surface. Hope that one of these spruce trees drops a sapling as we start breaking it down for a little bit more woods. Yeah, the best way to gear up is usually to find a nice, quick... Priceratops, thank you for the 12 months! The full year of supporting the channel. Everyone spam the word nerd in the chat. Priceratops, thank you so much. Enjoy your nerd sub badge and welcome to the nerd herd. Anyway, as I was saying... It usually helps to get started by finding a shipwreck or something like that, because a lot of the times those will give you a pretty decent amount of iron or gold or something that's going to get you started. If not, we can go diving in a ravine, which will potentially get us a lot of easy resources. Now let's take out this squid, first and foremost. There we go, we got the ink sac. We're on the board at least, we've got a couple already. That does look like a shipwreck, so that was a good call. How is all this morning? It's all good. We've been in the survival guide world, just tidying up after the iron farm episode I've recorded for tomorrow. And now we are searching for items in Minecraft Bingo, as has been our want lately. So if the shipwreck has a couple of things, then we'll be doing pretty well. We do need a shipwreck for the Heart of the Sea anyway, because we need to find buried treasure. There are ways of finding buried treasure without the treasure maps, but it's a little difficult. And I don't really know the methods all that well, so... We don't have the buried treasure map in this ship, though, unfortunately, and it looks like we have enough wheat for the hay bale, and maybe enough other stuff. That's Depth Strider boots. Those are great. A little bit more underwater movement speed. Very nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting any goods from this. That's rough. Okay, never mind.
That's just prime.
Well, at least we got the hay bale figured out anyway. Do we need anything from the jungle? I don't think so this time. So that ravine back there might have been a good one for diving in to get redstone and stuff. But I think in this case we'll probably go down here. Didn't need the potato, don't know why I have that. I got the paper, so we have enough for the empty map. This doesn't look deep enough, but we can give it a try. We might get iron down here, so let's go down here anyway. Alright, we've got a bit of iron, we've got some gold there as well. Am I playing on a server? No, this is a single player world, so it's not a competitive thing, just a timed challenge for myself. It's only competitive in that I'm trying to get a faster time than another streamer because it's fun to do that. So the data pack that Bingo runs on also increases the gamma in darker situations, so you can see better in caves and underwater as well. So that is an aspect of this which is slightly cheatier than your average Minecraft game. Alright, let's put these down here. We don't really have much that we can smelt the iron with, but let's at least get started with the planks and split these, and then we can craft a hay bale. We've got that. So let's look around for some coal. We got some cave entrances here as well, which would be not terrible. What time is it where I am? It should be about 4 o'clock right now. I don't have the time on my screen, but I've been live for an hour. So it's just after 4, really. Okay, now we can take the wood back out of here, because we'll need that for later. And we'll just split these for the moment. It's a bit of a waste of fuel, but it doesn't matter hugely. So we can make the minecart chest now. We'll need to at least save enough iron for an iron pickaxe. But we'll have that now. And we'll need a bucket. We always need a bucket. We actually don't need a bucket this time around, so I might not make one. We need enough for rails. We'll need some redstone for that. And we need enough iron for an iron block, which I don't think I have here, but there might be some more around us. We'll need shears to get the seagrass unless we kill a turtle. Alright, that's that, that's that. Let's get one of these in here to cook slightly faster. Get shears, and then we should have enough left in these for the iron block. We'll need a compass for the empty map, but we don't have any redstone yet. Okay. So let's just make the iron block now. We don't have to worry about that later. We're going to roll them back to spawn. We don't need sea pickles. And I'm going to go back to spawn to see if I can get some eggs from chickens in the area, because if they've been loaded for this long, then they probably laid eggs. Get some bamboo for scaffolding. That's what we needed from the jungle. I knew there'd be something. I don't know if there will be bamboo in this jungle, but there's usually at least one stem somewhere, so we'll get the seagrass as we roll in. Any bamboo? Actually looking kind of unlikely. Oh wait, no, there's some there. Perfect. We don't need the melons this time. Great. So as long as we get some string later, we've got enough bamboo. It's always the worst when you pick up like 5 bamboo. We can throw that, we can throw that. We can also throw this. Keep our inventories open. We'll get the pink dye from this flower forest over here. Casey, thanks so much for the 9 months, and Sugar Dream with the Prime sub. Appreciate that very much. Allium's a magenta, but there's a patch of tulips up here that I think has a pink one. Oh, are those all white? Dang it, those are all white tulips. Okay. Let's see if there's any more up here. Let me just get white and combine those. Okay, so now we have pink dye. You only need one of those. Now we need to find some chickens. Which I don't really have any food right now, so that's going to be a problem in the long term. There is one chunk of this world that actually stays loaded regardless of where you go, and it's usually the chunk around spawn. So I'm hoping that there are some chickens around there and that they've laid some eggs. We'll have to see. Some dolphins out there if we need them. Oh, I hear a zombie. That sounds like a spawner. Well, sure is. That's not great, though. Let's come at that from another way. We kind of crushed the spider with sand. That was pretty good going. Gonna break this. Alright, golden apple. Bit of redstone, some gunpowder. We don't need much of this. Unfortunate. Saddle's not on the list, so we can throw that. Yeah, no enchanted book. That's the main problem. Enchanted books are pretty rare in dungeons, yeah? Hello? This also a spawner? What? Oh, hecky darn, it is. What on earth? There's also a spawner that has no chest. Oh, wait, there's one. Okay, so we got that and... Oh, are you serious? Come on. I mean, yes, we got redstone. Yay, redstone, but... Okay. Do not want. And the string for the scaffolding, so we got that at least. Let's at least get that out of the way. So we have some scaffolding that we can chuck. We have those that we can chuck now. We don't need the string for much else. I'll keep it just in case. We have redstone that we don't have any iron to make into a compass. And we'll need more of that anyway. We still haven't found any chickens, and now it's nighttime. So all in all, this could be going better. At least I have some food now. You're no help, but I need your arrows. That's a bone. That's not what I want. If I casually eat a golden apple. I mean, what am I going to use it for? All the items get destroyed. Alright, there's a zombie villager there. Yeah, my inventory gets cleared every time I start a run. It's not like I'm saving golden apples for anything. Yeah, really not seeing any chickens around here, huh? Don't seem to be many mobs at all that I've seen. There's the pink dye I threw away. We don't need salmon, we do need cod. There should be cod somewhere in this ocean, because it's a cold ocean. Man, having Depth Strider is worth it. No idea how much I miss Depth Strider when I don't have it. Want to keep these... It's a pufferfish. There we go. And keep these boots for every subsequent bingo run. Alright, any chickens here in the forest? Because I know this area has been loaded too. There's a cow there, which is a start. We need to make sure that we've got 3 buckets for milk. There's a skeleton there. Arrow. Good stuff. Now, do we see any chickens? Look at all those. Nope, there are no chickens in this world. Chickens are a myth, chickens are a lie. We'll go over here since that is where I saw the shipwreck. So I'm pretty sure it was over here. Or am I going in a different direction now? No, I'm just going towards a different war motion. Never mind. We'll see what we can find around here. I do need to... I can make the gold hoe out of the gold that I got from that dungeon spawner. We need to find a swamp tonight as well. We have time, but... swamps are kind of tricky to find. Some days. Other days, not so much. This is a terrible swamp for actual landmass, though. The swamps are usually in low-lying regions, so we'll aim for something that isn't a mountain and hope. Lots of Endermen out when I don't need them. Hey, what up, Beardstone? Good to see you. Hope you're well, buddy. Take that for later. Thanks for the assists. Okay, we have cows. One of which I can kill for leather. It's the one that drops leather is the one I'll kill for it. Do we have anything else? We got some clay over there. Great. That's going to save us a little bit of time. If there's enough of it, of course. I can only see 7 blocks right now. There might be some under the surface. Can't see any more swamps, but we'll have to keep looking. Okay, good. We got plenty. Nice. Smelt that a bit later. We need to start moving now. Any swamps anywhere? A little... Oh, gosh. There was a pufferfish under there. Just rode straight over it. There's a little bit of swampy land over there, but it's not really far enough away from most of the land mass for the spawns there to be restricted. Unless we get lucky and find a slime here. Doesn't seem to be happening for us, does it? If I row over here and row back. Let's find out. Dolphin's happy about it. No, the swamp's too small, I think. Not really enough space there. Okay, another quick scouring of the coastline, but something tells me it's not going to happen for us tonight. Crazy Chef, thank you for 5 months and gifting a sub as well. Very kind of you. The double. Swamp looks similar to when you sat in a boat with a creeper. I mean, it was a swamp. They all look pretty similar, yeah. Let's quickly dive this and see if we can get a treasure map. Oh dear. It's not the best. Not the best outcome for that. Yikes. Oh yeah, it's that guy. Alright. Rest here, very briefly. Very briefly. Yes, okay, we got one. Good. We don't need the wheat. I would like to keep the coal. Yes, yes, I know, I'm drowning. Thank you. Oh! Good thing they're a terrible shot, isn't it? Alright, where are we? And where are we going? We're going west. Or is that east? It's east. My mistake. Southeast, in fact. Why always a trident drowned? It's the only thing they do, really, isn't it? Like, as far as what the drowned have going for them. Tridents is basically it. Oh, is that a ruined portal? No, it's a... I thought for a second, but then it loaded the rest in. Oh no, that is west. I'm an idiot. I'm terrible with compass directions. I always get east and west mixed up. And it's not like I don't know my left from my right, but I don't have to think in compass directions most of the time. Except I play Minecraft for a living. Yeah, no slime ball tonight. Unfortunate. But we might find a slime in a cave. Incredibly unlikely, but we could get lucky. So we need to be going further south. It's probably just over here. Yeah, it looks like it's on the other side of this. Basically where we were rowing towards when we were trying to spawn a slime. Yeah, I know there's a shipwreck. I don't really need much from the shipwreck except for more iron right now. But we're probably not going to do this in less than 30 minutes at this stage. It's a little bit too long. If you don't find a slime ball on the first night, it's pretty much not happening for you on a run where you need slime. Okay, let's head over here, look for that 9-9 coordinates, which is right here. Dig on down. There it is. Alright, we've got a bit more iron, we've got some gold. Don't need the TNT, we do need this. Thank you. We'll leave the emeralds here and take the foods. What can I throw in there? Sandstone, there we go. Alright. Let's drop down here, do a little bit of smelting, do some crafting. We can make ourselves the pink terracotta. Glaze one of these. We can get a compass for the empty map. Got that. What's next on the list? We have enough of those to make an item frame. We can make a redstone torch. That'll get us the rails. We need more sticks for those. It's activator. Yep, good. Okay. That's a good start. What did I just throw away? Is that my iron pickaxe? No, it was the stone one. Didn't matter. Don't need it. We've got that now. We'll throw those. We don't have enough redstone for the redstone block. We can make the gold hoe. Put that in my offhand, ready to get rabbits later. Yeah, we can smelt the cactus as well. So I guess we'll do that with the most inefficient fuel usage imaginable. Now, Whereabouts am I going to find a rabbit? There's desert over there, possibly there. Worth a look. Okay. We need to get a bit of gravel for the fletching table, but then it's just the hardest stuff, really. We don't have enough string for a bow for the dispenser either, so... What am I building? Wish I was building right now. But yeah, we've got no eggs. So it's going to be highly unlikely, I think, that we'll get the cake. Unless we get a rabbit up here and we immediately get rabbit hide. That one's not looking too likely either. No, there aren't any rabbits here. This run has been absolutely terrible for passive mobs. Where have they all been? Not to mention the fact that we need to get an enchanted book from, I don't know, somewhere. Not looking like our best outing, but hey, it's a warm-up, right? Peregrine, thank you so much for gifting that sub. And Queen Bee with the 2 months. We had Crazy Chef gifting 5 subs as well. Oh my goodness. Really doubling down. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, we need some more iron as well for the cake, so that's a little bit rough. This doesn't look like it's leading anywhere. Except to... Oh, I know it's got something going on down here. That's just another bit of cave. Another shallow cave. Oh, we got the flint pretty quickly. We just need one more. There we go. Hello, bees. Unless this leads up to a dungeon, it's not really going to be worth it. I mean, it got us up the hill. I guess we could get a rabbit from the snow plains. So there's that. Just got to find an adult rabbit, though. Babies aren't any use to us. And nothing. Always good when you kill a rabbit and you don't get anything. There we go. Okay, we'll cook this very briefly. Just have something else to eat, because I need to eat. In the meantime, we can cook a fletching table up as well. There it is. Well, that's our bingo, at least, so... Not exactly going to save my reputation, but it'll be a start. Yeah, I wasn't planning on going down here, but we may as well, just in case there's anything worth having down here. Nope, total bust. Fair enough. Let's grab the bucket and get out of here at least. When you're ready, in your own time. It's a little bit outside of my reach, and I got the glitch where it places it too far away. There we go. Now, if the first chicken that I find could just be standing next to an egg, that'd be favourite. Babies aren't of any use to us. I mean, baby rabbits, not so much. Alright. That tulip was like, I heard you needed pink dye, and I'm like, little too late there. Too little too late, but thank you for trying. Alright, I think our best shot at finding most of this stuff, aside from the smoker, which we can just make now, is going to be going out into the ocean, getting lucky with a ravine, and just finding a cave immediately after that. But then the cake is going to be impossible at that stage. Unless I find a cave chicken. Alright, let's see if this ravine gives us instant diamonds. Which it hasn't from the looks of things. Nope, a lot of iron though. Some of which I'll need, so I'll mine it. I guess. Bruno the Real Dog, thank you so much. Oh no, Anonymous, thank you for gifting a sub to Bruno the Real Dog. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Do a little bit of cheeky dive mining. See if we can get out into a cave this way. How's the stream going so far? We've had a good start to the stream. We were in the survival guide world for a little bit, and now we're playing bingo, and it's a disaster. Hope your day is going better than mine is. The rest of my day is lovely, but yeah, this not so much. I hear water in this direction. We might as well give that a try, although it's probably just more of the ravine. Oh. Hello? Oh gosh, this is an awful decision. Why did I do this? Redstone. Oh, we found the water. Incredible. Okay, cool. Well, I'll take the redstone at least, because we can use this to craft the redstone block. Just get that out of the way now. Thank you kindly. We'd also need one redstone for the dispenser, which I think we still have plenty. We don't have any diamonds for the diamond hoe. Let's see what this cave system has to offer us. Oh, a skeleton. Good. My favorite. And that's a lily pad, not food. Can you give us some more string, please? Of course, a spider eye when we didn't want one. Let's throw this lily pad away. We need to keep the sugarcane. Not seeing a whole lot of diamond action happening around here, unfortunately. See if this leads down to anything. Nope, really doesn't. And we're coming up on that 30-minute timer, so that is probably going to be time very shortly. A little bit of lapis down there, but that's not really what we wanted, is it? Fine. Fine, I'll kill you. Nothing in this corner. There's our diamonds. Is it just going to be one? No, there's at least two. Of course, I don't have room for them. Diamond hoe. We'll dig the rest of these up as well. Like, in theory... I don't mind that I'm on fire. It's the end of the run anyway. In theory, that could have been enough for an enchantment table if we'd had enough stuff on us to make a book. We could have enchanted a book. We had lapis in here. But alas, that'll be it for this run. Not too bad, though. We had a pretty tough card, but we gave it our best. Getting the cake, the enchanted book, and the slime ball was tearing me in 3 different directions, though. So let's head back to the lobby. Welcome in, Bruno. Good to see you, buddy. You're the reason I'm playing more bingo. I hope you know that. Also, because I don't really have much to do in the survival guide world between episodes, so into the lava we go. No, I like taking diamonds back here and hoarding them like a dragon. Crafting an enchanting table doesn't sound much more difficult than finding an enchanted book in a dungeon. Yeah, the dungeon enchanted books are kind of terrible. This is my one thing that I do that Bruno kind of has his whole like base going on here. I just end up stealing the diamonds because I like them. Jasmine was taken, says 7. That's a good place to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not looking too bad. We still got the cake. We still need to get a hay bale for the target block. Some of this other stuff ain't too bad. The saddle is the dungeon loot one, but we could always fish for a saddle. I have said that at some point in a bingo run I want to just fish. Just to really, like, hammer home how silly this is. Fermented spider, I will have to be aware of that. Glistering melon. You can get those in nether portals occasionally, and the lead is going to require another slime ball, because it's not like a wandering trader is going to spawn out here, but... in theory, if you get a lead, because you get 2 leads from the crafting recipe, you could get a second one, leash a dolphin, and travel really fast in the oceans. But I don't know if the dolphin leash thing works in 1.16.5 or if they break. Set up an AFK fish farm in bingo, why not? I can think of several reasons why not. Okay, what do we got here? Not much in the way of ocean stuff. Yeah, okay, we're just going to stick to land for now then. We'll need birch, we'll need an apple from the oak trees. So we'll start off over here. There's a big old swamp there. So that's hopeful for a bit later. If we want to make mossy stone brick, you can craft that, but it's also found around drowned ruins and ruined nether portals, so... there's a chance we will get that another way. Let's start with this. I'd love to see me versus Bruno. We did play on Mr. Beardstone's server that he had bingo set up on a while ago. We played cooperatively and we played on separate teams a couple of times. But I don't think we've done like a proper one-on-one. That actually runs well now. Ah, we'll have to do it again sometime. Don't Die Bingo was great. We'll need enough. We'll need another furnace for the smoker later on, so I'll gather enough now. 24 is usually a good number. There we go. So we want 2 furnaces out of that. We'll get a stone axe. We'll get a shovel. We'll leave. And then, hopefully, some of this tree will start breaking down into apples. Otherwise, you can get a little bit more wood from this one. And there's some other trees around here that we can gather as well. We'll need to keep 4 logs just for the smoker, so deal with that later on. Yeah, we're not going to get an easy apple, are we? Never. Alright, well, we'll try and make a... there's our birch sapling. We'll try and make an iron hoe later on. We can get things that way. I'm kind of not looking for anything right now. I'm just kind of walking and seeing what we find. I don't want to get too far away from that swamp, though. So we might try and stick around there. Honestly, if I clear out some of the trees from the swamp, we might get an apple through those anyway, but I need to go looking for other things. This is all beach territory here. We need a red flower eventually, but we can find red flowers basically anywhere. Is there any iron in these caves? There's some. Good, good. That's looking promising. Why take different types of wood? More taking down the birch so that we can have a birch sapling drop easily. Instead of just punching the leaves, which always feels kind of futile, even if it isn't. Also, inventory management in bingo isn't that difficult. You just drop a couple of things every so often. You're usually fine. Let's throw these down here. Get some of that stuff smelting now. See, we can use this as fuel. That's all of our birch gone anyway. I hear a skeleton somewhere nearby. Just a natural spawn, probably. We need 10 iron just for the hopper minecart. We need 9 for the iron block. Hello. Alright, alright. Calm down. Don't need to get in my face about it. Thanks for the bone, though. Man, there's tons of iron in this cave. This is actually perfect.
That's just prime.
This is going to be an iron-intensive run anyway, so... Glad we're getting it while we can. I'm really missing my Depth Strider boots already, though. Mooster, thank you for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. Hamp, thank you for gifting a sub to Blue Mage Sage as well. Alright, I think we should have enough iron now. So the game is naturally going to give me a lot more, along with the creeper. Get shot by the skeleton. Dang, it wasn't enough. Never mind. Look, you lot. All I wanted. All I wanted was to see a skeleton get shot. Or see a creeper get shot by a skeleton, or see a skeleton get blown up by a creeper. That's all I really wanted. That and some apples. We'll need that for later. So 19 iron. We had 16 smelting back there in the furnace. We'll split this. And we'll honestly just save the wood and put some coal in there. Okay, now we can really sort through what we're getting here. We'll get the iron block. We'll start thinking about iron tools. I'll get myself a shield, because goodness knows I usually need one. We'll also throw that in there, which might not even cook, but never mind. We'll get one of these. We'll turn these into a chest. And then we'll get the hopper for the hopper minecart, so we don't need to worry about that later. We need gravel for flint and steel. We will, in theory, need shears for a pumpkin, but not necessarily for something else. Honestly, I'll make an iron hoe now just so we can get the apple nice and easily, because I hate grinding for apples. It's the worst. So where is the nearest oak tree? Got a couple here. And this is why I hate grinding for apples, because it would take forever. Punching that many leaves. Thank you for telling the zombie to go in the other direction. I appreciate it. I'll make the smoker now. We'll probably need the furnaces later, but not going to worry about it. I do need more gunpowder for the TNT, but there's plenty of other ways of getting TNT, so... We got bamboo over there that we don't need. We got some sweet berries that we do. Grab one of these on the way, because I can see it. I guess we can probably make some shears just so I can get these vines, and that way we can do the mossy stone brick even if we don't find a convenient way to get that later. I need to look for an ocean that's got a shipwreck in it. Going over the top of these forests is convenient, but it means I miss any pumpkins that might be on the forest floors, so I don't know if I'm doing the right thing by doing that or not. Let's hop down here. And I'm pretty sure I've seen this already, but I might be thinking of something else. This little hole got anything? Occasionally little holes like that are just next to dungeons, and it's an area that's been hollowed out by the dungeon generating, but... Not in this case, and now I can't sprint because I've run out of hunger, so I guess I'll eat some sweet berries. Not the best food in the world. I recently discovered that the theme park Knott's Berry Farm is actually Knott's Berry Farm. Like, to me it sounded like a place called Knottsbury, because I'm British and that's how a lot of British town names sound. But I'd been hearing people say Knott's Berry Farm for a while, and I'm like, why are you pronouncing it that way if it's Knott's Berry Farm? I got incredibly irate, and then I remembered that people call me out for saying inventory, so I don't really have a leg to stand on. Regardless, I found it kind of bemusing. Yes, it is an actual berry farm, and they specialize in, like, boysenberry stuff. It's like it was invented there, and I'm like, seriously? You've been pronouncing it Knott's Berry Farm like it's a place for however long? Right, this section here is a swamp, so we might be able to get a slime ball from this tonight. What else do we need? We need lapis. I need to eat quite desperately. I don't have any wheat for the cactus or the cake yet. We can kill this sheep for some wool. Or we could shear it. I guess I did get the shears. Good. There we go. I need to get better at crafting shortcuts. Where are we at with everything else? Not seeing a great deal of useful stuff out here. We need gold and redstone for a clock. We'll need brown mushrooms. I'm going to bring more iron with me just in case, because I have a feeling I'll need more iron later. Alright, well we can go back and forth to this swamp using the ocean, and that might help us spawn cycle if we need to. We haven't needed snow on either of these runs, which is nice. Wow, that's a lot of mobs right there. A lot of mobs in a very inconvenient place. There's our brown mushroom for the spider eye. And I'm going to make a boat real quick before all of these mobs come to eat me. Almost made some trapdoors then. That would have been a mistake. I will leave now. Goodbye. There's another swamp over there as well, which does not seem to have spawned any slimes yet. We don't need the terracotta this time. We can look over our shoulders at all these mobs spawning. If you place more dirt in the water in the swamp, would that increase the chance of getting a slime? Yes, but it also increases the time I spend doing stuff that isn't getting points. So it's kind of a tricky proposition, really. Because I know this isn't getting me points right now either, but it's, yeah, kind of difficult to say how my time would best be spent. There's a little cave behind that I'm wondering if there's a dungeon spawner in there. We also get to look for stuff like ruined portals right now, which again might have glistering melanin if we're lucky. Frames dropping, or is it your internet? No warning flags about that for me yet, so it might be you, but if it's not, apologies. Don't need the obsidian, we'll take the iron. We'll also get a block of this. That wasn't a block, it was a stair! My life is a lie. Lies, I'm in a bubble column. Thank you. Weird. Oh yeah, it says I'm dropping frames. It says my stream quality is good, but I'm dropping frames. That's a contradiction. Oh well. It'll sort itself out. Where's our swamps? They're over here somewhere. He did say he'd buffed swamps in this patch, just so there was a slightly better chance of them spawning slimes, but man. It's still really rough trying to get a slime on the first night. We've got time, though. Is it better now? Yeah, it's just Twitch being Twitch, unfortunately. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Oh, we got one. Chat, we've got one. We might be able to get the string from this spider as well, but we do need 4 string for that, which is a consideration. Well, that's a start. We got the eye as well. There's a creeper behind me somewhere. Yes, okay, cool. Now this cave system then. What if? Nah, not happening. Okay, so we don't have enough string yet, but we do have the slime, so that's worth it. Got a little bit of gold, but not enough to make the clock. We have some dandelions over here that we can use to try and get a rabbit from the surroundings. There's a couple of ravines back there that have lava. More spiders as well. You there. Come on down. We can get gold from that ruined nether portal if we really need it, but a full gold block isn't entirely necessary for like 2 more pieces. Okay, we got leather for the item frame. That's good. What are the backseat gaming rules with bingo? I mean, shout all you want in the chat, but I'm not going to see it because I'm concentrating on the game. A couple of people have pointed out items that have been useful to me in the past, but for the most part, just keep it respectful and we'll be fine. Generally speaking, the backseat gaming rules on my channel is don't. Yay, we did it. More string, please. Of course, this bee is getting in the way and neither of the spiders give me string. There's more iron. This is just the run where I see all of the iron and none of it is stuff I need. Nice, I don't need these, but I'll take them anyway. Because honestly, having diamond stuff makes my life better. We lost one. I need it. For two things, really. First of all, diamond axe. Second of all, diamond pick. We can throw those, and I feel a lot happier. Mining speed is genuinely a concern here, and it's kind of better if we get something that mines everything real fast and also doesn't break. Yeah, I got the spider ray. This is full of air pockets, which is very useful if I actually find anything down here, but there's no lapis. Is really what I'm after right now. I'm frankly sort of shocked. Man, again with the iron, there's just so much iron. I can squeeze out of here. Float back into this. This is emerald country, apparently. Lapis should be anywhere under Y32, and yet we are finding it nowhere. Well, there's a cave here at least. Don't think I need that, but I'll take it anyway. Alright, there's what we need for the clock. Now for some lapis and some redstone, please. We were back here, I heard some noises, but it might just be in adjacent cave. Hello? Around the other side for these ones, but probably better to go through. Okay, a lot of bones. A lot of bones there. Thank you for the bones. Enchanted book, name tag. We got some redstone at least. Got all the gunpowder we would need as well, which is nice. And there's the string. Okay, cool. So we can at least do something with this. And the something we're going to do is first make 2 of those. Throw it in the furnace. Get these cooking. Probably cook the iron after that. We can make redstone torches, which we'll need for activator rail. And throw all of this stuff in here if we don't need it. We don't need those anymore either. We have enough string to make leads. Wonderful. We have no more wood, I guess. So that's a concern. We have enough bones that we can grow wheat for the target block if we desperately need to, but that's kind of awful. Yeah, that can make a clock. We don't have melon seeds for the melons either. Yeah, this one's looking like a wash, but we could get a couple more things done here if we had the stuff. This didn't have a saddle. That's the main thing. There's another one down here. Which might have a saddle. It does. Yay. I would love it if the fireworks hurt the zombies when I did that. Alright, we have some wheat, which is a good start. That's enough for a hay bale. Okay, good. So now we just need the redstone for the target block. Okay, now I need to eat something else. We can make the spider eye at least. So I've got that. I save the 2 sugarcane in case we could get the cake, but that's seeming less likely now. There's our flint for flint and steel. Am I now out of iron? No, I have 6. Okay, cool. That's fine. Where's the redstone? Guide me to the redstone. I mean, it's further down from here, really. Honestly, once we get down to Y11, we'll find a reasonable amount of redstone if we're lucky. There's our lapis. Thanks for that. Well, I hear lots of lava. There's the redstone. I knew we'd get it somewhere. That's our target block. So now what I mostly need is everything else. Thank you. Honestly, this is still doable if I go to the surface, immediately find a chicken. Alright, you two can just fight. I need to get out of here without dying to skeletons. I said without dying to skeletons. This'll do. Well, I'll die to full damage and skeletons will kill me anyway. Alright. I think this is probably a dead run, but we'll see what else we can get from the surrounding area. Like, if we can find a shipwreck to get TNT, then we'd at least get some of the stuff. And then, like, I don't know, pumpkins on the way for the pumpkin seeds. You can break down a pumpkin. All we really need is a decent shipwreck and a good nether portal. And also all the ingredients for a cake. And we'll be fine. Let's look around at any possible sites for shipwreckage. Let's get one of those. Let's get some doors. Let's get a little bit more wood before we head off into the big blue yonder. And are there any chickens around here? Egg strats have been letting me down this last little while. No, no sign of it. Never mind. Yeah, cake is still difficult, but I've had it come easy enough in previous attempts that I'm not about to reject any card that has cake on it just on principle, you know? Yeah, we can still pick a couple of these things up from ruined nether portals and lucky gets from shipwrecks, but the likelihood of finding any of the rest of this is relatively slim. Does this chicken have an egg? Yeah, cake would be easy if we could just go and trade with a farmer at max level already, somehow. That chicken has at least been seen. There's a ruined nether portal and a shipwreck right here. Could this be our salvation? I'm going to say probably not. At least this shipwreck is the one that we can go in at the side. So we can grab this stuff now. I can control things, thank you. Don't need the paper. And then we go in this top level here. This is actually my favorite shipwreck to find because you can get in and out very easily. This, of course, has no iron. So not my favorite shipwreck to find, really. But it's given us enough gold that we could make a glistering melon if this nether portal does not give us one. Now, this is looking unlikely, I will grant you. Imagine if we got all of our iron from that and all of our gold from the shipwreck. What a reversal that would be. Alright, now which way is the buried treasure? Who knows? I'm not even on the map. Like, I can't see, because it's probably... I'm probably in the bottom left corner, but it's behind the bingo card. So I cannot tell. How do you play this? If you do !bingo in the chat, it will link you to the data pack and the world download you can get from Noinance's GitHub page. And you install it just like you would any Java Edition world download. If you play on Bedrock Edition, there might be something like this on the marketplace. Oh, I'm there. Okay, good. Yeah, I could put it in my offhand and look at it that way, but I was trying to do things quickly. So it's about halfway along this coastline, I'm guessing? Like here? Got it. Alright, we have enough for a diamond hoe. There's our TNT. We don't have the string for the crossbow anymore, unfortunately. No, come back. I mean, we don't quite even have enough iron for buckets of milk. So alas, that is where we'll have to leave this run as well. Honestly, we wouldn't have got it without the skeleton shooting us, so if the skeleton shot us, oh well. At least I got some diamonds. I can't even knock down the wall in here. Give me this. Not the paper. There we go. There we go. Right. Anapav says 4. We've already done 1, so we'll do 3, 2, 4. We'll count in a weird order, but we'll get it right. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. As long as we get Heart of the Sea, then Jukebox will probably get those from roughly the same place. The saddle is back. The hay bale is back. Most of this is okay. There's no cake. There's no arrows of slowness. There's no slime. That's looking more promising, I think. We've got to get a bit of iron, but not excessive amounts of iron. A lot of it is smelting stuff and exploration, really. Why do I organize the chest to use the items after? Oh, the chests are there to demonstrate what each item is and the categories they fall into. The one outside of there is just because I like the idea of like breaking out of the wall and stashing my diamonds out here. I think anyone who's ever played Portal has that reflex of like, let me get outside of the game for a second. This is incredible. This is a really good start. For a start, we have an iron golem there for potential, you know, free iron. Don't know what these villagers will have in their chests. There might be a fletching table in here somewhere. And there's a shipwreck out that way. Plenty of kelp around, of course. I think these villagers at least have, like, furnaces and stuff. So let's take a quick look. We'll still need to get basic tools. But let's grab, like, a couple of logs from around here. Immediate snow layer, yes, that too. And rabbit hide if I play my cards right here. Oh, dang it. Lost focus on the block. There we go. Alright, let's at least get this together. Go and say hi to these people who have chimneys, because they'll have a furnace in here. Yep, okay, cool. We'll take this. We'll make this. We'll steal this. We'll take the cobblestone as well. And then let's take a quick look around. I don't think these have chests in, do they? No, okay, cool. These ones do, though. There's our snow layer right there. We'll grab this as well. Pretty shameless, I know. We'll grab some stone from right here. Skip the pickaxe, make an axe. We'll get 3 more stone. Immediately aggro that guy. Whoa! He actually got the hit. Iron golems can react very, very fast sometimes. It's a little scary. Yeah? You want to say more about that? I genuinely got one shot by an iron golem at the start of one of these bingo runs before, which was hilarious. Alright, cool. Let's see how much we got. 4. Alright, not bad. Can make an iron pickaxe. So we're already off to a great start. Let's turn these into snow blocks and get the snow layer now. Alright, what can we do with 1 iron? Not a great deal, but let's see what else is going on in these houses. Let's break through the wall because we can get more wood that way. Got a bit more coal, some more food. We don't need beetroot anymore, thankfully. Compost is no good to us. May as well take a bed. I like how this is a combination flower forest and snow plains. Some wacky generation right here. Let's grab this. Find a rabbit. Honestly, the rest of this village would be worth checking out just for, potential saddles or something, but I don't know if saddles end up in these loot chests or not, in the village chests. No, we'll take the coal, but I don't think we end up getting saddles in these villages. One of you, and where's the... Are there any cornflowers in this flower forest? Not seeing them. None of the flowers give you purple directly, you have to craft it. We don't have any lapis or anything yet, so... Oh yeah, that's the thing I can make with the other iron, is an iron shovel. Nothing in there, I've just destroyed somebody's house. We've been in that house already, we haven't been in this one. Oh, hello. Gonna take these even though I don't need them. We don't need the lectern either. No, nothing there. Okay, cool. Might be something in this one. So another furnace. Can be quite useful. Alright. We've already got a dandelion. We need a spruce sapling, so I'll grab a few more wood blocks as well. Yeah, that village wasn't quite as good as it could have been, unfortunately, but we got an easy start with the iron, so there's that. Don't really need the sheep for anything. We don't need sweet berries this time either. Here's a plains for the cornflower, maybe. Nice big plains. I bet all these chickens are going to lay eggs right as I run past. There's some cornflowers right there. know what I'm killing these cows for, but I am. Right. We don't need the swamp this time. I think I saw a shipwreck over somewhere from our spawn point. Don't recall if I did or not. Either way, we'll need a boat and some doors, so let's go that way. We don't need the cod, we need a salmon in a bucket. There's a pumpkin, we don't need that either. This is another village. This is mildly absurd. Again, I don't know what I want from this village, but I know I want to look. There's a smoker, which is going to be useful for the food. Don't know if they have a Fletcher anywhere. These are all potatoes. Oh, wait, there's some wheat there. We don't really have anything to grow it with, though. Bit more iron if we want it. Alright, we're good. Fletching table. Thank you. That's all I needed. Stone cutter right there as well, but we don't need that. Also, did he have 3 furnaces? Guess he's got to stay warm, right? Okay, that's raw rabbit, but not the other kind. Not the rabbit hide. That's a cat stuck in snow. Just hanging out. We get vines from over here, now we have more iron. Could also have got a salmon in a bucket if I'd crafted a bucket. Okay. We're kind of on the board. Kind of. Let's go for that shipwreck over there. We might get some sea pickles on the way if this warm ocean pays off. Not seeing any. You do sometimes get them growing on the seabed without coral there, but I think it's just because coral doesn't generate in some areas. Why is Twitch not sending notifications for my streams? I don't know. Twitch was lagging earlier as well, so just doing Twitch things. Alright, wheat in this chest, please. Of course not. We got paper and gunpowder, though, for the... Yep, this is the broken ship again. We got the firework, at least. I like that it doesn't matter what duration of firework you craft, either. But yeah, that is once again a strikeout for Heart of the Sea. Let's hope this is a desert and not a beach, so that we can get ourselves some rabbit hide. Announce my presence, at least. Well, there's the cactus. That's where we'll get our sea pickles from. Hopefully. There's a couple of ravines around here. And another village! Oh my goodness, this is the day of the village. Well, at least they have hay bales. Alright, sea pickles, very good. Wonderful. Yeah, we can stop at this village for a minute or two. This should have a lot more of the stuff that we need. This is like village central, this seed. And just to clarify for people who didn't get the explanation a little bit earlier, this is all taking place in the same world. It's not like generating a new world every time I generate a new bingo card. What this does is generates a massive world with small biomes in it and sends you out millions of blocks, and then on screen it will give you the coordinates relative to your position in the world overall instead of coordinates relative to your position of world spawn. So, sorry, I had to concentrate on that because the golem was doing scary things. Yeah, so occasionally it will throw you out like several million blocks. Like right now we're actually at 164,400,000 and something. It's a trip. Okay, so this was a good village. This wasn't too bad. There might even have some other stuff that we need. Like a brown mushroom and another fletching table. Some gravel right here as well. Some of which is now flint, which we don't need anymore. But we've got enough gravel. Get some sand as well. And then we can turn this into yellow. That into red. Hello. There we go, that into red. This into blue. That into purple.
Well, that's
that into red.
Prime.
This into orange. And get some more sand for the concrete. Alright, in the meantime, we'll also get some kelp that we can smelt. And of course, we're in the wrong biome for it. Because this is all seagrass. So let's just focus on what we can get right now. Like, that's a Fletcher standing on top of a composter. Let's cook... for a start, let's cook this. And then let's cook that. We don't need to cook the sea pickles. I didn't realise we need to cook the cactus. There we go. Which one's the leather worker house? Somebody was saying a saddle from the leather worker house. I don't know which one that is. This is blast furnace. It's cartographer. Which I'll take the paper. Don't know why, but I am. These are more general houses, right? This is obviously a blacksmith. I don't know why I didn't come here immediately. We've got an apple, some breads, a bit of golds. Nothing much, though. Leatherwork has cauldrons outside. Yeah, of course. I don't know if there is one in this village, is there? I don't think I saw one. Oh, hey, a slime. Again, we don't need a slime this time, but happy to see him. Alright, we have enough for the fermented spider eye now, so we can get all of those ingredients out of my inventory. We are right next to a swamp, so we could get the clay if we wanted to. And cook that right here. I'm not going to do the thing I always do and start smelting the clay balls immediately. Let's turn those into blocks first, shall we? Like how this villager is just standing here and the zombies are all targeting me. I'm like, he's right there. And now my axe is dead. Okay, 4 in there, 4 in there. Smelt all of this. That's magenta, not pink. Alright, let's get an iron axe at least, so that will last a little bit longer. We can also cook this. Keep the apple so it's out of the way, since we don't really need that. And we have enough of this to make orange concrete powder, so we can do this. And get that. Oh, give me the bucket back. I need the bucket. still only have one string. We need 2. Give me your bones. He didn't do it. Preferably 2 bones, because that way I can make pink. Just 1, fair enough. There's a lot to ask for. Knitwear house. No chests. I need to get a better grip on, like, which house is which. Don't need eggs. I think I do still need a dandelion. That'll be kind of helpful. Alright, I think we need to pick up and move. Mostly so I can get some kelp to cook. And probably some pink dye as well. Let's throw these. I think I got everything I needed. Stick around for the spider to give us some more string. Honestly. What are they teaching mobs these days? Throw out the magenta. We don't need this or this anymore. We need to keep 1 red dye. We don't need the cactus. We don't need the orange. Don't think we need the leather either. Alright, let's go back to sea. We need some kelp. We need a ravine so that I can get some redstone dust. And ideally a dungeon. Why am I not sleeping? Because we need mobs during the night. Like if I can get some more string from spiders, ideally. Some gold there if we need it, which we do. Oh, there's a dungeon right there. This has 1 redstone dust in it, within easy reach. Then too bad because I need 2. Actually, I need 3 because I need 2 redstone torches and a dust to make a repeater. Of course it spawned a baby. Of course. Get in the lava. Thanks for the carrot, though. He didn't get in the lava. He came back. Alright, good. Golden apple, bit of string. Pumpkin seeds as well. Not that we need pumpkins this time either. Okay, well, at least that is something we can turn into pink dye, so we can glaze the terracotta. And of course it's a shaped crafting recipe, why wouldn't it be? Alright, we'll glaze one of those with 2 sticks, I guess, because I have more woods, thankfully. Alright, just going to eat this for the sake of it. This didn't have any redstone dust in it. We do have some gold outside. We finally have that, so we can throw those in there. We don't need the books. I was mostly keeping them for a laugh. Tripwire hook, and then magical crossbow. Gosh, I'm doing this in such a weird order. We don't quite have enough iron yet for the rails, but there's some up here. Can probably get a salmon on our way out. Is this really going to come down to like a spruce sapling? It might do. Well, that happened. You have your headphones on, the music sounds so intense. It's pretty intense. Oh, we got some doors. I made some doors earlier because I was smart and I thought ahead. And then what happened? Okay, we can put that down as well. Cook the iron. Look around for some more redstone. Which might end up down here, behind the skeleton. But it didn't. Lapis there, but not redstone. Alright, we have enough stuff there that we can start getting on with things. We can make a gold swords. We can make the rails, because those are simple enough. We can throw those into the water. And I have enough that we can make a hopper as well. Wherever it is, there we go. Now I do need a bit more iron, so we can make a compass. I didn't think about that ahead of time. And we still need a Heart of the Sea. So I feel like some of this might end up being a little bit redundant if we can find buried treasure. So let's move. We'll take you, we'll take you, we'll take you, and we'll take you. Oh, gosh. Enjoy your chicken, Bexy. Just trying to, like, eyeball what... Gosh, my eye is itchy. Trying to grab what chat messages I can as they scroll on past. Sorry if I've neglected you lot. Alright, all the skeletons, you know, those two words are the same. All the skeletons are burned up on the surface. Are there any rabbits around? This is mostly a beach biome, I think. Yeah, unfortunate. There's another shipwreck there, or is it the same one? I think it is the same one, isn't it? We're just going back in the direction we came, of course. Still no diamonds. So no sign of a jukebox yet, but we still have a chance. That over there is where we found the village, so we'll head out this way. This was the ravine we just spent all that time in. This big smiley ravine. Yeah, we need the kelp as well, but the kelp is everywhere. Except in warm oceans, but we can find kelp basically anywhere we want to. It's about having the kelp smelt while we do something different. I do need a spruce sapling as well, so maybe we do this. Maybe we stop, get the salmon. Either of them will do, thank you very much. We get all this kelp. We go let that smoke and let the iron smelt while we grab a spruce sapling from this forest. See, that needs to go in there. That needs to go in there. And we need to get a sapling out of this lot. Any day now. I really wish stone hoes were faster. because I know these are arrows, right? But, like... honestly, an iron hoe would not be a bad thing, but I need the iron for... Actually, I don't need the iron for the compass, because we'll have enough. Finally. That took longer than it should have. Alright, see, that was effective, because we ended up using the smoker while we were waiting for a sapling to appear. And that's the way to do it, really. We still have a saddle. We still need a diamond. We don't have a shipwreck, but over here in this drowned ruin there might be a treasure map, so we can look there. Yeah, we can cook some cobble for the repeater as well. But we need redstone for that, so we don't really have the option to make it yet, even if we do have the right type of stone. Alright, where is our chest in here? Oh good, it's them again. Chill up for a second. This is my house now. And there's no treasure map, of course. So let's sacrifice this door and leave. Portal's not worth it because there's nothing there that we all need. You never have redstone in them. So that drowned ruin had nothing, and I don't see any adjacent buildings, which means... ravine diving time. That at least looks like lava at the bottom of this ravine, so... chances are we can come out in an area where we... oh, no, it's... just another ravine. Okay, ocean ravine not deep enough. Alas for that. Let's see if we end up getting a rabbit from over here. This is presumably a desert. Or it's just a really tall beach in some spots. Casting my eye around for any dungeons and caves like that. Oh, this is just a really tall beach. With a lot of sandstone and nothing in a cave. Okie doke. I think this run is pretty dead. But hey, we ain't doing too badly. Just got all of the villages and none of the shipwrecks that we needed. If only there was a way to make redstone from flowers. Another shipwreck over here. Looks like maybe the back half this time. Even if it's a good shipwreck, it's not going to have everything we need. Okay, there we go. That had a clock in it as well, which was an item we needed last time. While we can occasionally find other useful things in shipwrecks, it's unlikely that we're going to find anything good there, so we're going to go northwest, see if we can find this buried treasure. I do wish you could hold these up while you're rowing. Like, I understand why you can't, but it's still a little frustrating. Just having to stop and check it every so often and be like, yep, I am still going in the right direction. If you could get a motor for the boat. Like a redstone outboard situation. Am I doing another round? Yeah, we've got time for one more. We are nowhere near this treasure. Alright, you can go away for a start. You can in Bedrock. Yeah, Bedrock has weird boats. I'm not saying they're better, I'm not saying they're worse on Java, they're just weird on Bedrock. Like, you have to craft them with a shovel, and yet you don't do any rowing. Or maybe you do, but if you can row with one hand, then why are you rowing at all? This is going to be treasure at the edge of a lake somewhere. I'm going to get shot by a skeleton before I can dig it up. It is literally by a lake. I think that's a beach biome completely landlocked. There's this one over here, and I need to eat. Because I haven't been healing for a while, and all I've got left is raw potatoes. Half a shank each time. This is technically a beach biome. Creeper's going to kill me before I have a chance to even dig this up. Get the creeper to dig it up for me. It's kind of not what we're going for here. Wow, that was laggy. I probably do need to turn my render distance down. There we go. Alright, they're dead. Close. Close. We got it. Didn't get any redstone from that though, obviously. So, yeah, we'll do one more run. There we go. How long is the bingo timer? I mean, it's as long as you need it to go, but in this case, we're trying to go for a sub 30-minute time. I am going to very quickly run to the bathroom, so bear with me. We'll be back in a few minutes, and maybe I'll be thinking a little clearer. All right. Let's see if we can pull it through this time. In the meantime, we got a couple of people to thank in the chat. So while you lot are spamming numbers, I will say thank you to Mooster for the 8 months of Prime, MC Bella with 145 bits, and a Rosal Copter with the Prime sub. Thank you very much for the new Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, the next 30 days of ad-free viewing here on the channel. Welcome to the Pixels. Thulnar Dawnstalker says 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
It's got the enchanted book, but we'll give it a go. So that's the big one, obviously. Target block ain't too easy. We got the kelp as well. We got the heart of the sea. Golden apples aren't always too bad.
Well, that's
Don't need to get any diamonds for anything, but we might get a couple incidentally anyway. A lot of this is looking relatively achievable. Like, middle of this is fine. Just the stuff around the edges that's a little bit dicey. It's a lot of redstone, but you get a lot of redstone from redstone ore. Like, you can get a redstone block's worth almost from just one ore block. So we'll see how we do. What item do I really not want on the bingo card? Honestly, dungeon loot is the stuff that's been killing it for me. Like saddles, enchanted books, you can get another way, but I feel like name tags have been letting us down lately as well. This is a good start. That's an abandoned village, which means they won't mind if I steal their hay bales. And also I have food for the foreseeable future. Don't see a blacksmith. But anyway, let's look around. There's a really neat island over there. We can get sea pickles from that. I don't see any shipwrecks, but we'll do our best. Okay, let's swim with the dolphins. Grab the kelp now, since we can get that nice and early. Of course, we'll need to get enough of it, and the dolphins will run away with it, but there we go, we got 9. That's enough. We don't need to get any rabbit stuff this time, so that helps. Stonemason's house. We don't have any villager workstations on here, do we? There's a furnace minecart that we could probably grab a furnace from. Oh, it's a zombie village. Even better. All the doors have been broken out. We've got our apples already. That's a good start. These don't have chests in, typically. Blast furnace. Trying to think what else we can really do around here. But I'm not thinking of a whole lot, really. We can do the usual stuff of gearing up and gathering tools from a village. And I guess we can just turn the hay bales into bread as long as we keep one. We've got bread already, though. We don't really need it. Yeah, let's just get kitted out here. Problem is, a lot of the houses are made out of mossy cobblestone. So it's not that easy to just grab resources. It's a black cat over there. Go away. Right. Let's move this. And keep on running. I think we need that. In terms of what we need for dyes, we need dark grey, which is the one that you need squid ink and lily of the valley for. Yeah, okay. Could grab a bed, yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, it has to be a white bed or a red one. And those are yellow. This house doesn't have one. One of these is a white bed, yeah. That's also yellow. Yeah, at this point I'm just wasting time. Let's go to C. We've got some stone right here that we can quickly pick up. Yeah, I've already got the hay bales. And honestly, we've got 8 bread and a couple of apples just from the stuff that we could get from around here. It's not hugely important. But we need the hay bale for the target block later. Why does it have to be red or white? I mean, the red bed is on the bingo cards, and we need a white one so we can dye it red. You can't dye any other color of bed. Because in Java Minecraft, at least, it's not possible to dye something that's already been dyed. And white is just the default color for dyeing stuff. Alright, let's head out to this spot over here. The thing about villages is I always see them as more of an opportunity than they actually are. Because there are only a couple of these things that you have to get lucky to find in a village a lot of the time. There's a shipwreck right here though, so that's potentially a better start. Okay, we don't need the emeralds. We do need some air. Okay, where's this? Cool, close by. Excellent, good. Curse of Vanishing, great. Alright, that's a good start. We didn't get enough gold for the pickaxe, or the apple, if it comes to that, but we did have buried treasure, not on this island, but close by. Okay, we're out here somewhere, which is a little bit rough. Like, there? Is it this block? It is this block. Let's make a... Oh, I don't have any wood. Oh, wait, I do. Let's, let's make a stone shovel. Won't waste the iron, because I need a lot of iron. Okay, cool. Yes, thank you, I know. Alright. Now let's look for a ravine. We have enough gold for a sword, but not a pickaxe. We need a lot of iron, we need a little bit of gold. Don't need that gravel. This is not looking too promising. Although, that's not looking too bad. might not be low enough, but we'll find out. Oh, wait, no, there is. There is magma. That's a good start, then. Okay, we have some iron, we have some gold. That's not the best, but it's okay. I'm drowning, I'm not drowning. Alright, we have that, we have this. And I guess the first place we want to go is up here for the iron. This run got a weird start. I don't know if I like that or not. What I would like is 9 gold. I know it's a tall order, but sometimes these ore veins do have 9 in them. This one only had 8 though. Okay. We should have a decent amount of iron to get going with then. And there's a bit of coal down there. We need a bunch more iron really because we need a compass, 2 minecarts, a hopper, a couple of other bits and pieces. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, back to the surface. Ignoring the drowned. Where'd my boat go? Do I just not have a boat now? Oh no, it's in my inventory. Good. Okay, let's head back to spawn and look for chickens. Yes, I have kelp already. So we'll look for chickens while the kelp and the iron both smelt. We should be able to throw one of the furnaces into a minecart after that. We'll also look for spiders. We can kill a squid on the way over here, but I don't have enough space for it really. Yeah, there's a few other bits and pieces we need to get taken care of. We've got the gunpowder and the paper for the firework. That's at least a good start. We've got a drowned ruin down there as well if we really need it, but it's probably going to point us to the same treasure. Alright, has a chicken laid an egg around here? Place bets now. If I was a chicken, where would I be? Probably hiding. Alright, well, we'll cook this for the minutes. Get 2 more furnaces together so we can cook this. And what else did we need to cook? Oh yeah, the kelp, that was it. I'll get all of that done. Got some bones. Are there any squid in the vicinity? There's some over there. Yeah, let's go for them now. I can see them, I can't see any chickens. That might be a chicken over there. Okay, we have black dye and we have white dye, so we can make grey. There is a chicken, it's laid an egg. Egg strats, egg strats. Nice. Hello. I'm going. Give me a minute. Gosh. Okay, and there's a tiger forest over there, so we can look for sweet berries. We'll need to find an acacia biome. We'll need to find more gold, because we need potentially some glistering melon as well. At least get the golden apple done now. We'll break this down into gold nuggets for the melon. We can use this furnace now. Put one of those in there. We don't need that. This can be a full block. We can make one of these. And then one of those. Nice. And now I guess we'll get the dyes out of the way too. That's that. Is there anything else we can do? Probably not without redstone. I guess we could craft the rails. That's all done with as well. We'll throw the kelp, throw the rotten flesh. We don't need the feather. Okay, let's move. Let's go look for that spruce forest. Which may have berries in, or it may not. Hello. Don't need the Enderman. Not seeing berries at a first glance. Although we'll need poppies for the red bed, so we'll get that done in a minute. We'll also need some sheep. And snow layers from over here. Just got to keep moving. We don't have a spider eye yet, so this could work. We do. Excellent. And we don't have any sugar for that. No. So we'll get sugarcane in a second. This spruce forest might have berries in, but the snowy ones generally don't. It's whether it borders on one that does. You want to ignore a baby zombie, just have it run upstairs. They're not very good in either water or stepping over blocks. Alright, so we're good with that. Getting the enchanted book is going to be fun. And by fun, I mean probably the thing that's going to kill the run. But those are the fun things, right? No sign of berries. And what are we looking for out here? Ravines, probably. Jungle over there for melons. Good bingo players would also be good speedrunners. It depends. Speedrunning is always the same objective. Bingo is like different objectives sometimes. Or like a randomized set of objectives. It'd be more like doing a speedrun, but you don't know what you're doing when you get started, so you might be speedrunning a different advancement or something. A different objective. Don't see any melons right here. Don't need you. Unless you're going to give me like 12 string right now. Which I doubt you would. So I will continue to give you the jukes. The jukes, I say. All right, we've had fun. Let's calm down a bit here. All the chickens. Savannah over here. Probably a desert nearby. Hopefully a desert nearby. Can at least get the acacia sapling. Need another fish. Acacia, please. yearn for the days when these things would give you the first, the first drop you do. Let's throw those out, and the snow can go as well. We don't need that anymore. We'll make the firework right this second. There we go. We don't have any cactus around here. We do have sugarcane. I'm just going to pick that stuff up again, because of course I am. Manifesting dungeons once again. I don't think we need any more iron. I could be wrong. We do need flint from some of this gravel, which was all about to fall on me. Didn't get any flint yet. Don't normally want it, but when I do, it never arrives. I hear a zombie. Oh, that's on the surface. Never mind. Did I make shears? I did not. Time to kill 3 sheep then. Okay, right, we can make sugar so that the fermented spider eye is done. We need a bit more words. Yeah, we may have to enchant a book. I don't see the enchanted book happening for us any other way. Alright, what do I need? Focus up here. Rails, let's get those done. We still need cactus. We need to break this down so we get a bed. Okay, that's that. I don't have enough gold for the pickaxe yet. I do need shears for the vines. That's that done. Sweet berries in that forest over there? Maybe, maybe. Take a quick look around for dungeons. Not seeing any. I don't want to give any time to caving that I don't strictly need to. Like, if I see a dungeon, I'll go for it. Otherwise, we're going for ravines instead. We can get some diamonds, make a diamond pickaxe, make an enchantment table. I honestly think it's a better strategy for the enchanted book than hoping for a dungeon. Dungeons are for the lucky, and we are not lucky today. This is barely a spruce forest. That one might be better, though. We will need to kill 2 cows for leather if we're going to do the enchanted book the old-fashioned way. Am I doing the whole card? Yes, that is what a blackout is. Not seeing any berries in any of these spruce biomes. Tragic. Unfortunate. Shipwreck. That one seems like there would be berries in it, but I don't know what I'm judging that on. There are. Let's go get them. There's an ocean monument over there. And a ravine behind us, which hopefully will be deep enough to have redstone at least. Or at the very least, gold. I need gold. Berries. No, fishing for the book would take far too long unless I had an enchanted fishing rod. You really don't get enchanted books that often. That ravine is awful. I bet you the ravine underneath the ocean monument is the only good one. And I don't think we'd get any anything useful from this except maybe books or gold. So maybe we'll give this a quick look over. Like, occasionally the treasure in the hold can be completely caved in. Yeah, you can sometimes get books in here, but you can't get much else. Alright, let's go the other route for this. Pumpkins we don't need any of this. Has this destroyed the chest, or is it behind there? There it is. Alright, not worth it. Tragically not worth it. That was an unfortunate distraction. We don't have enough string either, so hopefully we get a dungeon with string and an enchanted book. I think that's the way this run gets saved. Alright, that's not bad. Let's head down here and find out what we can get from this. The answer is diamonds. Alright, not a great deal of diamonds, though. So that's not enough for an enchanted book setup. Don't have extra redstone ore down here either. We would need to keep the lapis if we're going to enchant a book, so it's probably a mistake that I got rid of our last batch of lapis, but we can rectify that now. There's our golds. There's hopefully more than one, but anything will do. Okay, great. We can get this out of the way now, then. We can do that. Let's throw some of this. We don't want that one, we want this one. But honestly, aside from maybe a couple of diamonds, that buried treasure is unlikely to get us much. Alright, there's our golden... Oh wait, no, we need a pickaxe. I was thinking sword the entire time, I was wrong. But we had enough gold there anyway. Okay, right, that's useless to us now. Throw that. At this point we could get the target block done, but I want more redstone so I can craft more stuff in one go. Not seeing it. Yeah, we only have 4 right now, which is enough, but not really enough. We also need 1 for the compass, so we need 10 more. Boo that ravine! Yeah, we have the gold, it's fine. I'm hoping that we'll find a glistering melon in a nether portal and we won't actually need it, but... obviously we've got to rely on luck in that case. Whereas over here there might be a jungle somewhere. We can finally get the cactus. This run feels like it's been about 2 hours already. Don't know what it is that makes these feel like I'm going on for so long. Unfortunately, we're not seeing any jungle around here, even though it's warm biomes. Time moves differently in Bingo. It sure does. Yeah, we're not getting anything good from this side. Let's go. And if there is a single ravine around here, it might have some of the stuff we need. But we're, once again, probably not making this in under 30 minutes. I think it'll take that long just to mine the obsidian if we wanted to go the enchanting table route. Well, that ravine over there has low enough geography. Let's quickly check this portal in case it has glistering melon. There's the chest, nice and close. Alright, let's go. It does not. Fair enough. We could keep the obsidian just in case we do the enchanting table. But I think at this stage we're going to abandon it before we get there anyway. Okie doke. Let's throw down here. There's our redstone at least. Yeah, that's more than enough. Yeah, I broke that one, thank you. Okay, let's throw this. Let's get that. Let's get that. This is how good it would have been if we'd got all of this stuff earlier. There we go. Finally check those off the list. This is low enough for diamonds, but I don't see any. Let's try the neighboring ravine. More lapis, more redstone. Swimming low like this so I can not get damaged by the magma blocks? Nah. Alas, no diamonds. Oh, there's some there. Alright. We're already over 30 minutes. If this is more than 3 diamonds, which it probably won't be. No, we're not getting 3 diamonds. Because I need 2 for the enchantment table. 3 for the pickaxe. So if we had 5, we might have got it working. But unfortunately, we did not. Back to the lobby. What time is it? 6:20. I think we'll do one more. I think we'll do one more. We'll just do this one. This one seems fine. It's got a saddle. It's got a golden apple. It's got an ender pearl. It's got obsidian. But the rest of that looks okay. Just one more. I want to at least finish a card, but I also want to finish a card in under 30 minutes, so it's kind of difficult. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, the rest of that is looking okay. We need an easy ruined nether portal, and we need a dungeon that has a saddle. The white line is a snow layer, yes. It'd either be a snow or it'd be like white carpet or something. Okay, this looks immediately awful. But there is a ravine right there next to a drowned house. And there's a ruined portal over there. So I think we might be okay. Which is the closest? Probably this. So I basically have to go straight across from where I am right now. And we get to that ruined portal. These ocean starts are always a pain though. It's always just like a slog to get to shore in the first place. What does clicking the items there do? Just helps you organize stuff. You kind of strategize a little bit, and you can also play this multiplayer if it's installed on a server, so you can strategize with your teammates. In this case, this is a single-player world, so... I'm mainly doing it for your benefit. If I could pick up the pickaxe, that'd be helpful. Welcome back, Ginger. Is that red sand? No, it's orange concrete. Which you could make with red sand, I guess, but you don't need to. Alright, that'll do. Let's get this on 3. Oh, hang on, 2, 5. Close enough. Chop down a couple more trees to see if we can get an apple for the golden apple in case we need to craft that. But I doubt we can. There is a small chance that there'll be one in the ruined nether portal, but I'm hoping more than anything for obsidian, because that will at least be slightly easier to get that way than any other way. So we go straight across from here, we should find that ruined portal. Then we turn... which direction do we turn? We do need a birch sapling, so we'll need to go to a birch forest at some stage, but there are plenty of those around. I think maybe we go to a ravine after that. Go looking for iron. We don't need too much iron for this one, from what I can tell. There's a shipwreck right there as well. That might be our salvation. Obsidian, please. Yes. Amazing gold, too. And a flint and steel. Hello. That's enough gold for the apple if we have an apple. And the golden hoe might be able to help us get one of those. So, not too shabby already. Saddle is going to be the worst thing. If we can get a saddle, then this run is mine to lose. Alright, we might get lapis from this. At the very least, we should hopefully get a little bit more iron. Yes, lapis, gold. Don't need emeralds. 1 diamond, though. Right. Let's look down here, see if there's anything worthwhile in this. I'll take the pumpkin. Which I don't think I needed to, but I'll take it anyway. Lots more paper and a map. Where's the map? Okay. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do here. This might not be worth it, but it might be. That is south from here. And honestly, wherever we can find a dungeon will be worth it, so... difficult to say at this point. Yeah, it'll be around the other side of this. Yeah, we're going to go sea pickles for the lime dye. It's the most straightforward way. Alright, that's directly over here then. And slightly offshore by the looks of it. $12, $8, $9, there we go. Amazing, good. We don't need the iron sword, but we've got a lot of other resources from that. swap that back, throw this. We'll put down the crafting table. Okay, we're going to use that to make... We don't need a jukebox, do we? No, okay, good. We're going to make a diamond pickaxe. Skip the iron entirely. We need one more gravel. I'm sure we can get from around here somewhere. We'll get this, and we'll get a poppy from somewhere around here, surely. What can we smelt in the meantime? Surely there's some stuff that we can cook. I mean, we'll need to cook some of this. Oh, hello. Don't know why I needed to kill that, but I did. We did not get an apple from that. Still, we can break these down into dye. Break one of those down, but we'll need the other one for the rabbits. We can make orange concrete powder from that. There we go, we have our orange concrete. I guess we'll break some mushrooms down for the stew. Soup. Alright, we have one. We don't need brown mushroom for anything else this time, so that's that. Oh yeah, we should make the bowls first, huh? We'll have one of those to eat if we need it. There's our pink dye, which we could get going right away. But I'm thinking we need to go caving here. That's not going to be good enough. There was a ravine over here that looked promising. There's dungeons everywhere in this world. There should be, in theory. There's another shipwreck over there. Like I said before, I'm not above going fishing for a saddle if we absolutely need to, but it's mainly going to be a meme at that point anyway. Here's our sea pickle for the green dye. Should just grab that now. And then, that's pretty smooth. And then we'll stop off over here, see if we can get some rabbits. I think we have enough paper, but sometimes we need sugar for stuff. I swear we've been having really poor luck with mob spawns lately. Never knew sea pickles give you dye. They do if you smelt them. Nice, okay, cool. Right, so let's cook the raw rabbits. We'll break this down into pink so that we have that available. Are there any badlands around here? Probably not. We'll cook that as well. And I guess we could craft a stone cutter. I smelted these specifically for the repeater, but we could craft the stone cutter that way. Okay, cool. We're doing well. We're doing well here. Really, it's going to be coming down to stuff like finding a dungeon so that we can get the saddle. Did I leave the boat over here? We can craft another one. But we do need to go back to sea to get squid. And I'm kind of tempted by that shipwreck, but I don't know why. Because I don't know what we could get from this that we haven't already got. And now where are all the squid? Vanished. There's some over there. They spawned with a couple of dolphins. We can get the empty map if we have a compass, but we don't have a compass. Bedrock Edition is different from Java. The crafting recipe requires a compass. So I need to get white dye from these flowers, but we'll need to get a bone anyway. There we go. There's our grey, so we can throw those. We don't need the rabbit hide either. Skeletons! Give me your bones. Thank you. Ah. Okay, I need to be a little bit careful here. Alright. What did I just plant? I guess it didn't matter anymore. Okay, we've got some cooked cod here as well, so I can heal up if I need to. I honestly think just crafting a shield would be a good idea. Oh, he lagged. Got a very minor lag spike right there.
Well, that's just prime.
It sure is. Thank you to whoever that was. Bear with me. Of course, the zombies have just come around the corner now. Enderman! Let's say hi. It's another reason we needed a shield, actually. Just in case this guy proved problematic. As long as he doesn't take all his damage from the water. Okay, I don't think he dropped a pearl. Dang it. Okay, well, hopefully there's another Enderman around. There's definitely a couple of spiders. Which I'll bully for string because I don't know what else to do right now. Okay, we don't need rabbits anymore either. We've got the bones. We need cocoa beans from here, that's easy enough. Of course, there's a melon right there as well. Get that. Cool, 2 in 1. So we still need apples. We still need an ender pearl. Would still love to find a dungeon. I know I'm not looking anywhere there's going to be dungeons, but generally speaking, I mean. Keeping an eye out in case there's any Endermen around here, but I think we're going to have to row out and back and see if anything spawns over here. In the meantime, I will eat whatever I can. Is this rotten flesh? Maybe if we row around the coastline here, we might get killed by a drowned. Well, the good news is, if we do strike out with Enderman tonight, we could potentially find one in a cave. So all is not lost. But there's a couple of other things we need to get taken care of now. Like snow, for example. Birch sapling. We need redstone. That's the main thing. Redstone in the dungeon. Worth spending a bit of time looking around for the Enderman at night, though. not seeing any shoreline Endermen. Endermen don't tend to hang around swamps a lot because there's too much water. This ravine could be worth it. But isn't. Not really. One of these could also be worth it, but likewise, probably not. There's another ruined portal there that we can check. And I'll do that first because the drowned are throwing tridents at me. So this is not the portal we found earlier. And I'm hoping that the chest here might have a golden apple just so I don't have to worry about crafting one. It does not, but it has some iron ingots and some boots that will stay bound to me forever. Well, there's our snow layers figured out. Is a trident a possible bingo item? It is not, no. Anything that's like that rare of a drop, because a trident is like, oh, hello. This guy's going to have the hardest time on the ice, and it's going to be really funny for me. He's just going to sink. Great. I'm fighting an Enderman with a pickaxe. And he didn't drop anything. Let's see if we can craft an iron axe instead. Be slightly sturdier. I'm just going to throw it in the ground, in the water, because of course. Also can't tell the difference between the water and the ground anymore, so it's probably curtains for me. This guy over here might do. We can get him in a boat. Failing that, we get me in the boat, but he seems to have gone in first try, so well done him. 3 for 3 on no ender pearls. Fantastic. Alright, we have a book at least. Or we have the makings of a book. Now all we need is a plot. They do get stuck in boats. Basically all mobs get stuck in boats apart from the really big ones like Iron Golems, Ravagers, the Ender Dragon, etc. I think even the Ender Dragon sometimes gets stuck in boats. People have some very interesting ways to farm the Ender Dragon. Okay, so we're basically going to be stuck getting an ender pearl from caves, it looks like. I don't see any immediately around me, so that's that. Some lapis there we don't need. Again, we're really after redstone right here. There are some diamonds, but I will resist. I already have some diamonds in the form of this wonderful pickaxe. Now then, we can probably get this sorted out.
Well, that's just prime.
It sure is. Shrekant with a prime sub, thank you very much. A day in reverse, thank you for the prime sub earlier as well. Appreciate you. Oh, we haven't had a hay bale this entire time. I've been thinking we already had a hay bale for the target block, and we don't. We can at least make the hopper, I suppose, while we're waiting for stuff to smelt. We need redstone torches for the repeater, so give me 2 of those. Yeah, I think I've just been operating on the luck we had on the last run with finding villagers. So that's another setback for me. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you for the attempt. Well, we at least have enough redstone that we can do the target block if we need to. Let's look around down here for dungeons while we're at it. Most of my luck with dungeons has been from just, like, hearing mob noises from the surface digging down and immediately finding a dungeon that doesn't have what I need. So I cannot really guarantee that we're going to have a great deal of dungeon luck down here. Especially since down there at the bottom of the world and there's going to be more chance of finding lava. Alright, now we at least have...
Alright, let's bring that beat back.
We at least have enough redstone that we can make the target block, so we don't need anything else from underground. We can make the book, we can make the painting, we can get the snow layer from over here. We need to go caving to find a dungeon to get the saddle anyway, so we could maybe get an enderman that way if we're lucky. We have enough gold to make the apple, we just need an apple. Okay. So there's this. Got that. We can make an iron hoe. So that I can try and get an apple from this tree. Get the birch sapling in the process. Literally any of these trees will drop anything. There's our apple. Birch saplings drop a lot, so I'm kind of surprised that took so long. There's our golden apple, okay. So we got our first bingo. I still need to keep the pink dye in the paper. What am I doing? Throwing the snow out. Okay. Let's grab a salmon from right here. Excuse me, gents. And is there anything at all we can do down there? Probably not. Alright, let's get the map taken care of as well. Because we can do the compass now. Let's get the book taken care of. That's wood, not leather. Once again, my brain is crumbling. I need to find a sheep so we can get the wool, because I do not believe I have any wool on me already.
Just prime.
Should be sheep around here somewhere. There's pigs. Pigs are a good start. Fish the 9, thanks so much for the Prime sub. Let's have a quick look down here to see if we find a dungeon with a saddle, because we might be able to get string from that as well. Let's cook the beef while we're down here. Alright, that didn't lead anywhere. Good. Okay, around here we could look for more clay so that we can... Oh, there's a cow there as well. Don't really need that now, but... More beef, I guess. Alright, there we go. Yeti King, welcome in. Shadow Slayer, what's up? Welcome in. Why do I keep dropping the pink dye? I still need it. I still need the dye. Why are you dropping the dye when you need the dye? Okay, still no sign of a sheep, but that's fine. We'll keep moving. We've got to keep moving. Don't need the arrows. Don't need the hoe either now. This is the point at which I would love to find a village, because otherwise we're just going to have to... we don't have any bones, really, to grow wheat. It would be kind of difficult. Sheep in the savannah. Hoe for growing wheat if needed. I mean, at this point, I'm probably not going to attempt growing wheat. Because, frankly, I don't see myself being able to grow it in time. I think Dungeon Wood's down there. Okay, so now we can make the painting. There's another ruined portal over there, but it won't have anything that we need at this stage. Clay from the swamp. If there's enough blocks. Hopefully there are. Okay, so throw that down, craft these into blocks, smelt that. While that's smelting, we can at least make the painting. Okay. And now we go caving in this immediate vicinity in the hope of finding a dungeon. Don't know where we can do that, really. Maybe we just dig straight down. Seems like a sensible thing to do. (49, 48). Hearing water, hearing spiders. Cave. Definitely a less risky proposition in 1.16 than it is in 1.18, but still never the best idea to dig straight down. We have a cave system of sorts. Dungeon's going to be the make or break, though. Right, and now I would have absolutely no idea how to get back to where I was. So I'd probably end up digging straight up as well. Man, this is big. How is there not a dungeon here? Bingo does increase the amount of dungeons, apparently. So I have found 2 dungeons in the same cave before. I find multiple spawners next to each other on a pretty regular basis when we're playing this, but since it's not a permanent world, we don't really care about that stuff. What we mostly care about is, are there dungeons here now? Do they have what we want? In this case, no. Yeah, 1.16 caves do look very different now that we've had 1.18 caves. Now that we've tasted the riches that 1.18 has to offer. The problem is at this point this cave is so saturated with mobs that just hearing mob noises isn't proof enough that there is a dungeon around. I'm just going to dig upwards from here. But alas, it does look like we are not making it in a sub-30 time once again. Wait a second. Of course, it's a skeleton spawner.
That's just prime.
No, no. Alright, stay there for a second. Thank you. Enchanted book. Name tag. No saddle. Double KO. Oh dear. Not enough wheat for a hay bale either. Next. Golden apple. More wheat. Saddle. Still not enough wheat for the hay bale. Tragically. We'll play this one out though. We might as well put a time on the board. It's going to be dark on the surface at this point. Which is probably why I'm hearing so much mob noise. Oh, hello. There's another one. I probably didn't want to do that. Just gonna dig one block to the right. To be fair, that spawner might have more wheat. Now I don't know where the swamp is. Where even am I? Yeah, we're back over here, aren't we? There it is. To start another furnace just so I can get some food. It's showing me bread in the preview and I'm like, no, I can't cook that. So yeah, at this point, probably best to go back to that spawner, see if we can find ourselves more. We can grow 2 wheat with that, can't we? Finally. Okay, just the ender pearl then. For which we will need this. Now time to fight Enderman barehanded. By barehanded I mean with an axe, but no armor. Thought I saw an Enderman over here on the beach. But it may just have been the darkness of the sky beyond. There's one. Look at him. Look at that guy. Yikes. Don't really want to get hit. Guaranteed this guy doesn't drop an ender pearl. That guy took so much water damage just to get a hit on me. That was wild. Told you. 4 Endermen, no pearls. Game is rigged. I jinxed it. No, jinxing it is when you say something's going to happen and it doesn't happen. I told you it was going to happen. I called it, is what I did. There's 2 of them. Let's get them both in the same boat. Oh, you won't... Oh, yes, they did. I was going to say you won't go on holiday together. These ones will. Finally. 36:05. Still not a bad time, but not the sub 30 we wanted. Still, we finished it in spectacular fashion, sending 2 Endermen on a package holiday together. We even got a second one as well out of the bargain. And the boat survived! What a boat. Alright, folks, back to the lobby for us. Not a sub 30 time today, but still a pretty fun set of runs. And that is where we're going to wrap up today, because this has been nearly a 4-hour stream, and I need to go and edit an episode about an iron farm. So I will see you guys on Tuesday for another Chopping Tuesday, in which we'll probably be continuing to take out a rich iron vein that I've found in the survival guide world, which is going to be fun. And by fun, I mean a lot of work, but by a lot of work, sometimes I mean fun. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Thank you for all the subs, the prime subs, the gift subs, all of that junk. Very much appreciated. We also had a prime sub coming in from Chris41444 right at the last second there. I'm going to be handing you over to Joel Duggan, who is my co-host on the Spawn Chunks podcast every Monday. We're going to be recording another episode together tomorrow. I've been subscribed to Joel for 40 months. That's wild. But Joel is playing all of Fabric 5, so checking out some modded Minecraft over on Joel's channel, which I'm sure he will have a lot to talk about on the podcast, so you can check that out at spawnchunks.com or wherever you find your podcasts. Also on YouTube, if you just search for us, you'll find us there. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure, and I'll chat to you guys again soon. My name's been Pixarus. Bye for now.